Welcome in, boys. It's Monday night. It's the live line powered by SportsbookReview.com. I got spread with me tonight. Only 3 NBA games tonight, but there's a lot of college basketball. So I asked Jeff if he could do one more night with us. He's going to come and hang out tonight. And I told Anthony, everybody thought that he's dead. I told him to make an appearance. So I told him to come on for an hour. Hopefully he's free and will come on for an hour so you guys don't think like the Beatles split up and me and Ann are no longer friends or anything. So what's going on? Spread a stare. I hear that your tennis tournament that you're all excited for got the coronavirus killed it, huh?
Yeah, it got canceled. So I guess there was already cases right in the area, and the public health officials decided that they didn't want to risk over 500,000 people from all over the world coming in, which I actually can understand when you deal with like the exponential way that this thing can spread. But I'll tell you what, it was a shock. You know, I definitely didn't expect that. I thought maybe they would switch to just doing the empty stadiums like the soccer has done. But these tennis tournaments, unlike, the NBA and the NFL, they derive like a majority of their, not majority, but a much higher portion of their income from the tickets and the souvenirs and the concessions. So I guess it just wasn't feasible for them to play in an empty arena. So the whole thing's canceled, and we'll see if Miami still happens in 2 weeks. So.
All right. Well, before we spend the majority of the time on college basketball, we'll hop into these NBA games. 3-game slate, short slate, 7:30 tip. Charlotte at the Atlanta Hawks. Charlotte's catching 5 on the road. Hawks laying 5. And let me just pull the spreads and totals up. Open 225, but has dropped to 222.5, 222, depending on where you shop. Is that no Trae Young again?
Yeah, let me double check right now. I didn't see anything about that, but I did not check. I did a quick cap this morning, and I haven't looked all afternoon. So let me catch up.
Yeah, you do that.
But I do have an angle in that game regardless. So the Hawks have been tending to start slow recently. So I like overs in Hawks games because they do play quick pace and they can put points on the board. But rather than pay this 223, we'll see how it starts off, and I think we can get a better number after the first quarter. So that's what I was looking at in this game. Let me see. Do we have lineups? I'm seeing a lot of stuff for Tuesday.
For example, what does the billboard say? Come and play, forget about the movement.
I don't see a Hawks lineup yet. I see a Hornets lineup. So,
all right. Well, what are your thoughts on the game in general?
Basically, I just want to hit the over, but I don't want to pay the 223. I think we can get a better number after the first quarter. As far as the side, I kind of lean the Hawks, but I don't want to lay 4.5 with basically just a terrible team. That seems like a recipe for disaster. So same thing. We'll keep an eye on it and maybe jump in live, not having to lay the full 4.5. Or we might watch and just see the Hornets are playing a lot better and just, completely abandon that angle because I'm not necessarily in love with the Hawks. And if you see the Hawks record, you would see why I'm not necessarily too excited to lay points with a team that's really not that good at this point.
All right, Utah at home against Toronto. Line opened up 3.5. Utah now a 5.5 to 6 point favorite, depending on where you shop. Total opens up 223.5, as high as 225 at Bet Online right now. What say you?
All right, so this was my article for today. So if you want the full breakdown, head over to Sportsbook Review, the pick section under the NBA. You'll find the full breakdown. But basically, I like the Raptors here. The Utah has been up and down, but in this recent upswing, they've been playing terrible teams. So, they're beating teams that really aren't very good, and, they've won 4 in a row. But now they play a team in Toronto that's a fundamental team. Has a lot of the same strength and the same commitment to defense. I don't think they're going to be able to score as easily as they had during the win streak. So I'm gladly grabbing the points. The public loves playing Utah at home on a back-to-back. So that's built into the line. I'm getting a couple extra points there. I love Toronto at the +5.5. Oh, are you muted, Jay?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah.
That sounds good to me. Denver at home against Milwaukee. Milwaukee catching 5.5 right now on the road against Denver. Total opened at 223, down to 221. What do you think about this game? Is Giannis playing?
Giannis is out for sure, and the Bucks are missing other players as well. George Hill is out. Eric Bledsoe list is a doubtful. I'm capping this game as the fact that he's not playing, and that Giannis is already out. So, I don't see a official lineup for them. But honestly, another one. I like the Bucks and the points here. The Bucks are pretty good off back-to-back. I think the 6 points is kind of an overreaction to some star power being out. But the Bucks are a deep team, and I don't know if the amount of points that they move the line is actually relevant to how this team's going to perform. So I don't have a play on it yet, but I do kind of like grabbing the points here with Milwaukee.
So grab the points with Milwaukee, and then you cut out on me. What did you like about the Toronto game?
I want to grab the points with the Raptors too.
Grab the points with the Raptors. All right. Well, those are the 3 games. We have a bunch of college basketball games. Jeff will be in like 20 minutes.
Cool.
Delaware Hofstra already underway. Central Michigan, Ohio already underway. A lot of MAC. What else we got tonight? Summit League. The Zags play tonight, 13-point favorite over San Fran. St. Mary's, BYU. That should be a great game. More Summit League. Green Bay, Northern Kentucky. Elon, Northeastern. All right, so we got some games. So I woke up about 6:35.
You should be well rested for the show then.
Almost missed the start of the show. Man, these 40-hour weeks are killing me.
Yeah, it was a long weekend, but I think it was just a little bit longer because it wasn't as profitable as we liked. So
yeah,
that can be frustrating sometimes. It's funny though, with all the props, and then working with Jeff yesterday, and then the NBA had a bounce back here on the show. Actually salvaged myself a profit for the week. So thanks to Weili Zhang for
God bless you.
Right, for that. Well, because basically I'm counting that as a profit this week, even though that money went out of my account 7 weeks ago. But now it's back in the account, and
I lost about $3,500 this week.
Yeah, so we're gonna turn that around this week. I see in the chat Anthony Mastronati says you got to like the Bucks money line first quarter after that terrible first quarter yesterday, and Denver's the worst first quarter team. Yeah, I like the Bucks to bounce back here. Ronnie Lofton likes the over in the Hornets game. I do too. Maybe we can get a 218 if they're off to a slow start.
Yeah, welcome in, boys. Mahatma Gandhi in here.
Yeah, that's impressive, huh?
Welcome in, Fathead Mario, Labby Savage, Anthony Mastronardi. Who else we got? Ronnie Lofton, Melee Payless Way, NC. And everybody else that's in here. Sumner, Boston Nick, Jesse, MHP, Viral Video, my guy. Dale Johnson, my guy. Harry Darty, my guy. All right, let's make some fucking money. We need a better week. Let's pull up the live board, see what we could see.
Yeah, another question about props. So I talked to Tyler today. We did not find much. The only thing we were playing is Mike Conley over for the points and for his threes. And basically just our reasons is he's been playing really well the past 5 to 6 games. A lot of time these props are based off of the season totals. which were a lot lower, and we just think that he's performing better than his season average. So there's a little bit of value there. But so that was really all we found. We didn't think it was really necessarily a good day for props, so we kind of said we'll throw those two out there, and then start working on tomorrow, because we got a great slate tomorrow night for the NBA. Obviously, we won't be on the air, and you're going to be playing some poker tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to be in that SBR poker tournament.
Yeah, are you excited about that?
So excited, bro.
Are you gonna are you gonna let everyone know? Are you gonna play a wide pre-flop range, or are you gonna play it pretty tight?
I haven't even thought about it, really.
For sometimes on those charity tournaments, I like to play real loose and see a lot of flops.
I'm going to try to kick everybody's ass. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Yeah.
Or at least be Flash. If I could be Flash, I'll be happy.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll definitely be tuning in and checking you out as I'm live betting the smorgasbord of NBA that's going on tomorrow night. Much better card than tonight, that's for sure. Boston Knicks asks, how do you get in this tourney? Head over to the SBR. I think it's the contest area, and it just costs some of those bet points that you get for like posting in the forums. And
I think it's through UWager.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you would have to like sign up through UWager. I'm not sure, but I'm sure that on the forums it tells you exactly how to join.
Yeah.
If you head over to the contest or the forums. I know that Jeff has I think tonight's the final in Wofford's conference, and he's got him at 50-1.
Yeah, we were talking about his hedge last night, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna be able to make 500 because it's to win $1,000." But they're the other team is such a big dog. I mean, such a big favorite. It's not the easy ARB that I thought it was going to be, or the easy hedge, or whatever the right term is.
Well, they're out 24-21. Wofford's winning right now. East Tennessee State's down to -210.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what he said he was going to do, is just keep an eye on the game, and that way he could hedge out for even money if it's close.
Yeah, they're a 3.5-point favorite right now. Nighttime, I'd assume. Yeah, I think the tournament's tomorrow night. I'm not sure. I have to find out tomorrow afternoon from SBR, but I'm almost certain it's tomorrow night. Ohio's up 29-16 right now on Central Michigan. Kent State 22-17 over Eastern Michigan. Hofstra doing the damn thing right now against Delaware. RKE said Hofstra live team total over, huh? Let's see what that is. 74.5 is their live team total. They put up 40 in the first half. They need to put up 35, I think, in order for that to go over. They have 13 right now with 11 minutes to play.
Everyday Joe likes the PJ Washington points over 14.5. Yeah, I honestly think that's a pretty good number, but I mean, if you like it, I couldn't necessarily talk you off of it. Tyler and I discussed it real quick. We decided that was about right. But yeah, I don't think it's a bad look. Yeah, Jonathan, Whaley Zhang saved my weekend, and then we had a nice day yesterday on the show. That's for sure. We kind of bounced back yesterday on the show. I went 3-1 on the NBA. Jeff gave out a couple college winners, so that was nice. And then the props that Tyler gave out yesterday were real good too.
Ron said tailed 7 to Max's early looks, all doing well early.
That's good.
That's what Max does. He fucking wins. Liv said I'm doing the Raptors money line and OG over 10.5.
And the great part about that Raptors money line is that you can always arb it because you're going to get a nice what? Let me look at where it's at right now. I think it's at least plus 190.
The Russian
Plus
Mafia.
180 to start. Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't going to talk to them, but here we go.
I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah. I know, Ron Lofton. We were all gearing up for the tournament. We had periscopes planned. All getting ready for. We're going to have a special guest for the podcast. A European guy who's really sharp with his tennis, and he's a big fan too. So he just loves the sport. We're real excited to have him on. So that got pushed back. I saw. God, I can't even answer the questions. I mean, I saw one real quick.
Yeah, I'm working on the Mafia, boys. I'm working on the Mafia.
This is just unbelievable.
Somebody, I think it was viral video, who tried to talk to them one day in Russian, and then they just decided to come back like every day. Listen, man, if you want to take Alaska, I'm not against it. I'm not against it completely. I mean, I'm probably never going to Alaska. I don't even know anybody that's in Alaska. Take it. Why do you got to let me know about it?
Wow. Viral says, I told them to come and like the show. It backfired.
Yeah, come and like the show. God damn.
All right. Well, I think we did have more questions about the Bucks Nuggets. I guess they missed the original one. I kind of like the Bucks at +6, but I think we can get a better shot on it live. Do you see that end of that Cavaliers game that we had Jeff and I bet last night? Jay?
What?
It looked like we were going to cover for sure, and it went to overtime. And, when you're only getting 4.5, sometimes those overtimes can be worrisome, but we ended up covering, so that was nice. And then the Kings barely held on. And the cool thing about that was, right, if you played it pregame, you would have got the push. But since we waited a bit, and Jeff got the +9, he ended up winning. So anyone who waited a little bit and got that better number was the difference between a push and a win. So that was another one. We're playing it live. Yeah, Ron, I like some underdogs today. So when you go through, do you just ban everybody? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I just hide them all on the channel.
Oh, okay.
People are saying Habib champion. It's Khabib. Fucking Russians don't even know who they like.
Yeah, Martin Riggs, they went over. I mean, that's the Kings. They don't play defense. Hey, Martin Riggs or anyone who watched that game, you can throw. Oh, yeah, because you sold the points. Oh, that sucks, Jake. Did you guys see that number one, Luke Walton they're down by 3, right? Less than 24 seconds to go. They don't even have Buddy Hield in the game. Buddy Hield, the 3-point champion, is not in the game. So Bielika airballs a shot, and it went over the broadcast too. You could hear a crowd, a member of the crowd on the live mic going, "Hey, Luke, you got the 3-point champion, you moron." All over the TV broadcast. And, of course, that little video went viral, but pretty much summed up the Kings season and Luke Walton's coaching career right there. Yeah, Tyler, I'm looking it over, but I'm not going to play it pregame. We're going to try and play it live, and hopefully they don't get out to a hot start. Yeah, Martin, I mean, it's just like ridiculous, right? Cool. I think you knocked him down now, Jay, because seems like we got just our chatters.
Yeah, it's like I have to hide everyone individually.
Yeah. So, yeah, Robert Allen says, how crazy was the Sacramento game last night? Went over with a ton of points in the fourth quarter. Yeah, the Kings got hot, and then they just don't defend that well. But to be fair, I actually didn't think their defense was that bad last night. Toronto was hitting a ton of contested shots. I mean, if you were to go through like and do like a film study on that, there was a lot of plays where you would grade it good defense being played by the Kings, and it just that's how NBA is, right? I mean, it's one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense. The NFL, that's not that way, and in baseball, good pitching usually beats good hitting. But in the NBA, you can play perfect defense and guys can still score, and that's what Siakam was doing last night. Yeah, Charlie, Kings opened at 5.5, but they were 5 when we were going to give out the play live, which is why we didn't give it out pregame. So is 5.5 still the death number, i.e. the dog covers and 70% of the time the team wins outright? Do you mean the dog wins outright or the favorite wins outright? Because 5.5 is where I start to really like grabbing the points and not doing the money line. Yeah, Alaska has a freedom dividend just like Andrew Yang likes. Yeah, Aaron, and if you like the over in the Atlanta game, it's down to 223, so that's even better. Liv likes Norman Powell over 1.5 assists. Yeah, probably. My concern would be he played the most minutes on the team last night. Do they give him a rest tonight? Or with Van Fleet out, does he get a bunch of minutes again? So with that kind of unknown, Tyler and I decided to lay off that one. Right. Consigliere likes Terry Rozier over 18.5 points. He's been averaging just above 19 over the last 6 games. So definitely. I mean, if he gets matched up with Trae Young, that's awesome. Neeraj is not betting on the Houston Rockets. Yeah, but then they're just going to turn it around. They're just on a slump right now. Hornets money line. It's a good ARB spot. I don't know if I want to play it for the full game. I mean, I think that's a tough game to cap. The Blazers are also on the fade list. Yeah, I think they're going to turn it around too in a little while, but I would currently do it. Diesel, I agree with you. He says, I'm liking the Bucks +6. They got embarrassed early last night, and I think they're coming out looking to make a statement, and they can still compete and possibly win outright without Giannis. Yeah, that was actually one of the first games they failed to cover with Giannis out of the lineup, Diesel. So I agree with you on the Bucks +6 there. They're actually a pretty good team off back-to-backs. And the Nuggets have been struggling lately, so I agree with you on that one. Gandhi likes the over. Yeah, I do too. Bledsoe might be out. Yeah, you know what? I think you should just cap the game with Bledsoe being out for sure. So, yeah, I mean, but they have a deep team that can score, Jonathan. So, I mean, it could be wrong, right? I mean, I thought the Lakers were going to. I mean, the Clippers were going to win yesterday, right? So I don't get all these right, but I'm just saying I like the Bucks more than I like the Nuggets in this position.
Oh, what happened with that hockey game? Was Charlie Brown right?
I can't remember. I didn't even pay attention. Honestly, when we got off last night, I was so hungry. I went and got some dinner, and then I relaxed and watched a little TV. So
did the Minnesota Wild win?
I don't know. Someone in the chat might be able to tell us.
Yeah. Charlie Brown's back, which I'm fine with. Just don't be an asshole. Just act like a normal civil human being, and you can hang out.
King Weasel says, do the Bucks even care about the regular season anymore? Well, yeah, the guys in the lineup tonight are going to care because they're fighting for their playoff minutes. They need to put good performances on tape, for Budenholzer to try and solidify their place in the playoff rotation. So yeah, I do think that Bucks will care tonight. Oh, the Wild won. So Charlie Brown got one right. Good job, Charlie.
Jeff's not hiding. He'll be on. It was supposed to be his last show yesterday, but he said that he was going to be able to come on tonight. And that's it. Jeff is a stroke.
All right, Diesel. Well, we're on the same side with the Bucks game, but we're going to be opposite on the Jazz game there because I already took the Raptors, and Jimmy's on the Jazz, and it should be a fun one. One of us will get to raise our hands in triumph, and the other will have to do the face palm.
Man, that throws me all off. Those Russians take me out of my game, bro.
Well, it looks like we're pretty good.
Oh, Wofford down 5 now to East Tennessee State.
Hawks got off to a hot start. Hornets did not. Totals at 226, so no opportunity to jump in yet. We'll keep monitoring that. Yeah, Jeff did help us out. I was telling Jay that in spite of having a rough night in the NBA on Friday and Saturday, was able to turn around and give us some winners yesterday and still be able to squeeze a little withdrawal out of the book today.
The show didn't do terrible this past week, but the plays that I decided to bet were just brutal.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, right?
Yeah. Wow. East Tennessee State now minus 8.5 and minus 550 on the money line. How big a favorite were they?
Pretty good. I think they were at least minus 300 because he was telling me how that wasn't going to be the awesome hedge spot that I had hoped for him.
Van Fleet is out tonight, according to Eric Smith on Twitter.
Yeah, Van Fleet's out. Yeah, that's what I said in the little breakdown. I said Van Fleet's out, Gasol's out, and that's why Powell is an interesting look when we talked about it earlier. He played a lot of minutes last night and played great, so I think there's an interesting situation there for Coach Nick Nurse. Do you ride Powell again? Are we worried about wearing him out? How many minutes do we think we're going to get? And I'm not really sure, what he'll decide to do. There's not really a lot of situational stuff to where we can see how Nurse is going to respond. So I know that Nurse likes to limit his minutes. He's a Spurs guy. He came up under Popovich. So
Double T said, Jay, do you think Joanna and Jacek will ever be the same fighter after being turned into a Klingon by Zhang? That was one heck of a beating. I'll tell you, I walked away from that fight being more impressed with Joanna than I was with Zhang. I thought we won the fight. I thought we won the fight 3-2, but I didn't even think Joanna would win 2 of those rounds. She was really game. I mean, take what her head looked out of it aside, which it was bad. She looked like an alien. I completely agree. But I was really impressed. She still has it, man. She may not be able to beat Weili Zhang maybe ever, and Rose Namajunas showed that Rose has her number too. But take those 2 girls out of the mix. She'll beat anybody in that division. I think she'll beat anybody in that division. She still got it. I was impressed.
Van Vliet. Yeah, I'm sorry, Carter. Thank you, Carter. My mistake there.
I don't think Tyron Woodley fights this weekend. Does he? I thought the main event was something. It was like Kevin Lee against Charles Oliveira. I think Joanna probably beats Andrade in a rematch. Yeah, jump shot. Based on what I saw last night. Or Saturday night. Yeah, this weekend is Kevin Lee, Charles Oliveira, Damian Maia, Gilbert Burns. You mean 2 weeks from now? Tyron Woodley, Leon Edwards. Man, that's a good fight. Oh God, that's a good. I'm so high on Leon Edwards, man. I'm so high on Leon Edwards. Tyron Woodley's still a beast, though. I don't know. I have to watch some tape for that fight before I can give a real opinion. I'm really high on Leon Edwards, though, I'll tell you that. He is the one welterweight that nobody's talking about. Like, everybody just forgets how much of a fucking beast that kid is. Johnny Walker, first round KO this weekend, Money in the Bank. Yeah, I'm high on Krylov too, but I'm very high on Johnny Walker.
Jason Redowitz says Brooke Lopez over 20.5 points, rebounds, assists. You got 20.5 for PRA? Yeah, that's a good play. That's a good play there, Jason. Yeah, and you found a good angle there.
Just because Leon Edwards won't necessarily beat Kamaru Usman doesn't mean that he's not a beast. You know what I mean? That kid is really good. Kamaru Usman's wrestling is going to be really, really hard. Although, in fairness, Colby Covington was tied 2 rounds apiece with Kamaru Usman and won the first 2 minutes of the 5th round before he got starched. I think Colby Covington beats him in a rematch, personally. I think Colby Covington right now might be the best welterweight on the planet, even though Usman caught him halfway through that 5th round, because all he had to do was not get knocked out the last 2.5 minutes of that fight, and he was probably, because they showed you what the judges' scorecards were. One judge had it tied 2-2. One judge had it 3-1 Covington. One judge had it 3-1 Kamaru Usman. And you can't. It's unquestionable that the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds of round 5, Colby Covington won the 5th round. That's not even a question. Then he got cracked, and then shit went downhill quick. If he survives that round, he's the champ right now. And he did it with a broken jaw for 2.5 rounds. Imagine if he didn't have a broken jaw. I think Colby Covington is the best welterweight in the world right now, even though he may not have the belt. No UFC. Sorry, Frankie. Once they get me going on the UFC, bro, it's hard for me to stop. Dave is finally back on Twitter. Yeah, I still haven't talked to Dave. I still don't know why Dave wasn't on Twitter.
They accidentally flagged him as spam.
Did they really?
Yeah. And they sent an apology and said, your account's restored. Our bad.
I knew Dave wouldn't get kicked off of Twitter.
Yeah, because he never really, goes off on those.
What's the second half line on East Tennessee State? East Tennessee State minus 3.5. I don't know. The guys were saying that the pregame line on that was 7.5. In order for them to cover that 3.5, that means they have to win by 9. That's a worse line than the pregame close. Illinois, Chicago putting it on Wright State right now at the half, man. Up 15. I think they were a dog, too.
Neeraj is asking if he thinks this is a good game to ARB. I mean, I think we might be able to do it, but I would just want to give the disclaimer. If this was tomorrow night's board, and we had a ton of games to choose from, I don't think I would have chosen this one to ARB. I don't necessarily trust the Hornets to necessarily go on a run. But I mean, it's always possible. I just don't think it's like the very best spot. I mean, these are the Hawks, right? When Trae Young goes to the bench, the Hornets can make their run. So if you would do it, I would probably do it right when they put Young on the bench, which is usually going to be around the next time out. It's usually pretty close to the end of the first quarter. He hits the bench.
Yeah, this is probably going to be the last Monday show that we do. We're probably going to make it Tuesdays from now on. Well, at least for the remainder of the month until we go over to our channel.
Fine with me.
Because there's only a couple NBA games on Monday night.
You know what's funny? Usually it's the other way around. I don't know why it's like that this week. Because usually they like to give the standalones on Tuesdays.
But so last Monday, it's been like the last 2 Monday nights, though, where there's only been 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, I think they're trying to defer to the college tournaments. That's my only guess on why. Because usually Monday night's a huge slate, and then Tuesday and Thursday are the light slates. But you know what? I think it's good. Give us, me and you, also a little chance to rest because we grind on those weekends, right?
Yeah.
I mean, think, last night when we logged off, I'm like, oh, man.
I think next Tuesday and Wednesday are playing games, which I think that we're going to be on for anyway.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be off next Monday. I think there's 2 playing games on Tuesday, 2 playing games on Wednesday, and then the tournament starts Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right, cool.
So Flash and Donnie and Max Oh, look who's alive, my guy. You know, Larson, I never thought I'd say this, but I fucking missed you, bro. I never thought the words would come out of my mouth. Man, I miss Ant. But I fucking miss you, bro. Yeah, we get it, bro. We get it. Seton Hall lost. Seton Hall lost. We get it. We get it.
What's up, man?
I purchased this about 45 seconds after the game was over.
There you go.
Aren't you going to say, you know what, Jay? I missed you too, buddy.
Well, I mean, I don't lie, so.
Really? See, you know what? Oh, I just decided I don't miss Ant anymore. I just decided I don't miss Ant anymore. It took 1 minute. It took 60 seconds for me not to miss Ant anymore. God damn it.
What's up, Ant? How have you been?
Oh no, I had a great weekend. My buddy and I went to the game, and Creighton ended it on a 30-10 run. Before we went to the game, we stopped off at the casino. The casino Sportsbook had a burger, and placed our bets on the Creighton Blue Jays. And it was a fantastic weekend. And I spent all of Sunday in bed hungover because there was a massive amount of beer consumption. When me and my buddy get together, we just tend to kind of get really fucking drunk. So,
hey, Anthony, Creighton, baby.
What's up, Jeff?
There it is.
Hey, I'm back, motherfuckers.
There it is.
Jeff has said about 8 times on this show that this is the last time you.
I figured I could come on. What's the last show of the week, right? Till your Thursday.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Yeah, Creighton. Oh, I love it. They took my money on Saturday.
Oh, they gave me money.
Did you bet them, man? Of course you did.
Of course I did. Of course I bet them. I was at the game. As soon as the game was over, we were walking downstairs on the concourse, and you know how they always have those display tables or whatever. They were already throwing up the championship T-shirts to buy, and whoop, grabbed mine up. There it is. Conference champions. Number 1 seed. Let's go Blue Jays.
Yeah, I mean, that's impressive to win the Big East. I mean,
yep, 30-10 run to end the game. All right. It was pretty dope.
That was ugly.
So that was what? That was the regular season championship?
Yeah. Creighton.
Jay trying to downplay it.
No, I'm just asking because now that wasn't the conference tournament, right?
No, it was the game. Actually, the winner of the Creighton Seton Hall game won the Big East regular season title.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah. I bet Seton. I would have bet Seton Hall if I could have. Obviously, I can't bet.
Ooh, thank God, Jersey saved you money.
Yeah,
so
Jersey
we're at the
definitely
sports book, right? We're at the sports book before the game starts, and we're getting some burgers. And I go up and place my bet, and I ask the manager, and I'm like, "Hey, what's your exposure on Creighton today?" He's like, "Dude, we're 10 minutes from the stadium. What do you think our exposure on Creighton is?" And I'm like, "All right." that sports book was not rooting for Creighton.
And yeah, Jeff, you're alive at 50-1, bro. Wofford's down 5 at the half.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get out of it. I actually totally forgot it started at 7. I was screwing around. I didn't get in on it early when they were up, but it is what it is. I only bet like $100 on it. So
I mean that's still like 5 G's.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna see what I can do in the second half here. But hey, spread. Do you have Charlotte or no?
I didn't jump in on this game yet. I wanted to play the over if it got off to a slow start, and it did not. So nothing here yet. Might come back the other way.
Yeah.
The line closed at 223. It's 233 right now. So I'm keeping an eye on that game, but I didn't take a side.
Yeah.
Did you play it?
Yeah, I have the Hornets +5.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad number. I kind of like all the dogs today.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with you on that. I mean, it's a light card, but I just didn't understand why Atlanta was a 5-point favorite. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, the numbers don't dictate that. I think it's just because they're more popular, like with Trae Young making the highlights all the time. And,
Yeah.
John Collins is kind of a young, exciting player, and Herter. And actually, Reddish has been playing well after he started the season looking terrible. So
Yeah.
I think they probably just have bigger names. But if you go by the net ratings, they're about equally as terrible.
I wonder if anyone and no one's sitting for Toronto, right?
For Toronto, yes, Van Vliet. Thank you for ever correcting me. I said Van Fleet earlier. Van Vliet and Gasol are both out.
Yeah, I kind of missed out on. I feel like the Jazz are the play in that game, but it's up to 5.5 now.
Yeah, I took Toronto in that game. I like them off a back-to-back, and I think the Jazz they've been on a hot streak recently, but it's been against terrible teams, except for Boston, of course. That was a nice win, but I don't know. I just like Toronto here, and they actually play. It's funny, they were rested last night, but statistically, they play better on back-to-backs than they do off 2 days rest.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't play that yet. All I took in the NBA was Charlotte so far.
And you been in the Summit League tournament at all? Are you playing Van Fleet, bro? Come on, bro. All right, we get it. Did you bet any of the Summit League tournament at all?
No, I have only made like 3 sports bets all week, and 2 of them were soccer, and then one of them was the Creighton game. So, yeah, I went 1-1 in soccer, and then I went on the Creighton game. I've had a nice, relaxing week. I noticed your tweet. You said something about had a rough week or something like that.
Yeah, I got killed, bro.
So does that mean I have to? That's why I came back on the show. I'm like, oh shit! Like during this time of year, it's not like I give out any plays anyways. I just come on and hang out. But apparently, me hanging out made you guys give out better picks. So I figured I better come on.
The show didn't do that bad, but what I bet personally.
Oh really?
It was just I just couldn't get anything right. I just couldn't get anything right.
What did you do? Lay a couple of minus 300 bombs that lost or something?
No. But it seemed like every big bet that I made just went down, all plus money. Like I just couldn't get on. I couldn't arb anything to save my life this week, man.
I mean, it happens,
Yeah.
If it was as easy you made it seem the last.
Oh, hey, did you bet that? Remember the girl I told you to bet like 8 weeks ago in the UFC? Did you ever bet her? Because if you did, you won.
No. You talk about the China woman?
Yeah.
No, I didn't bet it. I didn't bet that. Zhang or
yeah, Zhang. Yeah. But I just remember talking about it like 6 weeks ago.
No, I didn't bet it. I figured she was probably sick.
No, she was not sick. She got it done.
Honestly, I wasn't. I mean, Saturday, I wasn't thinking about UFC at all on Saturday. I was at the game, and then we were partying for the rest of the day. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's cool, man. If they get hot in the tournament, they're gonna be tough to beat. So it's a lot of MAC tournament stuff tonight, huh, Jeff?
Yeah, I hate that conference. I have North Dakota State right now, and I have UIC pending, but outside of that, I have the Wofford Future, and that's it.
Yeah, I think that there are more Summit League games later.
Yeah, there's North Dakota, Fort Wayne. It's going to be another late night in West Coast Conference.
Well, it's always a late night West Coast.
Oh, yeah, the Zags. Do you think do the Zags just beat the shit out of San Fran? Or do you think they play within the number, San Fran?
I'm not so sure. I mean, San Francisco's played pretty well against them this year. I mean,
hey, Jeff, you got Wofford, right? Big bet, don't you?
Yeah, big price. Yeah, yep.
So, should I take him now live at plus 351? In solidarity with you?
I mean, you can, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to win. I mean, they had a shot early to get up in this game, and they screwed around. I don't know. I mean,
they're only down by 4.
Yeah. I mean, they just can't make any threes, which is tough for them. They kind of need to. Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot, I guess, but I'm not feeling
Oh, the
exactly that confident.
The price just went down 50 cents, so they must have got possession then.
St. Mary's BYU should be a good game, huh?
Yeah. Total moved a lot in that game.
What is Northeastern in the final tonight, Jeff? Is that the final?
No, semifinal.
What do you think about that game?
They should get the job done, but I thought, William and Mary would get the job done last night, and they screwed around and lost to Elon. I don't know. I kind of like the over. I mean, that number's just been bet down and bet. I mean, that total opened 138.5. It's at 132.5.
Yeah,
that's a huge move.
Yeah.
All right. I just took Wofford at plus 300. That's pretty dope.
It will be if they win for you.
Yeah, I mean, they're down by 4, though.
There's like 15 minutes to play, though.
The Hornets are plus 160 tied against the Hawks. What do we think about this game spread?
The Hornets and the Hawks. So originally I liked the over, but it's already gone way above the number. If it keeps sailing high, I want to come back on the under. It's 7 points off the closing line right now, so that's really not enough. I really think the side's a coin flip, so potential ARB spot, but the Hornets are going to have to get up by, well, boy, now they just got up by 2. Hornets will probably have to get up by about 4 or 5 before you're going to see good plus money on the Hawks.
Would you willingly get coronavirus for $4,500?
4,500? No.
Well, I mean, there could be a cure. They'll test you. They basically inject you with it, and then you're like a test rat, basically.
I mean,
What?
You can give me coronavirus for like $450K.
Basically, the Queen Mary Bioenterprises in London is looking for 24 volunteers to inject with the dreaded coronavirus and participate. They'll be paid $4,588.
Yeah, for 450 G's, I would get it. I mean, what the mortality rate from people aged 30 to 39 was 0.002%. So, I mean, yeah, I'll do that for 450. But I mean,
not 4,500.
You gotta be down on your luck to be like, I'll take coronavirus for 4,500.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of desperate people there. I know people in South Philly that'll take a loan at like 70% interest and they'll take it. So there's a lot of desperate people, man.
There's payday loan places like do it over 100% APR. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and people do it.
Yeah, I signed a petition to get it on the ballot to make it illegal to charge you 30% APR in the state.
It's not a terrible idea.
I think Michigan has a law like that where they like limit the payday loan people, but it's completely absurd. I mean, it's a total scam. It's like, hey, how about you want to take out this loan for $200? Okay, and then you pay $200, you pay $100 of it, and then the next week you pay another $100 of it, and they say, yeah, you still owe us like $400. You're like, what?
Yeah, you didn't even pay the principal.
Where is that? They're on a neutral court, right?
In what?
Gonzaga.
Yeah. No,
yeah, they beat them by 4 on the road, and they beat them by 17 at home.
Yeah, but that game at halftime they were down 9.
Right.
The second.
So Lotus Scalper points out that you can actually live like a king with $4,500 in Thailand.
Yeah, I mean, think if you're like a junkie on the street. I mean, that will buy you a lot of fucking heroin.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you don't think you're gonna make it a year anyway. I mean,
he's like, oh, you'll get a lot of heroin for that.
That'll buy you like 450 bags.
Yeah.
I never did heroin. I was like That
He
was the
said
drug that was
450 bags. Like, you don't think they put any aside to like eat a meal, Jeff?
No.
He said 450 bags.
I mean, I've talked to people that do 25 bags a day.
God bless you, man. You're walking around on borrowed time.
I mean, that's $250 a day they're spending on heroin.
God bless you.
So
that
yeah,
that would explain why they never pay their rent.
I mean that can go quick. 3 weeks you could blow that. Charlie Brown's in here again. That fuck.
I asked, because I never checked the score yesterday.
Yeah, they
Okay.
lost in overtime. Great call, bro. 5-4 in overtime, Jay.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I told Charlie Brown I don't have a problem with him hanging out.
This guy comes in here and Anthony, this guy comes in here last night and he's just trolling us the whole night and he goes, "Hey, I like the Wild. They're a lock." And we bet against it just to bet against it.
Did you win?
No, we lost 5-4 in overtime.
Oh, that's what you're trying to.
But he laid 135 on the road with some like very average team.
I just like people that act like civil human beings. That's all I ask for. Yeah, so I'm
Do we have any plays?
I'm gonna look. No, we don't actually. Not yet.
That's strange. You've been on for over an hour. No plays, huh?
Yeah.
No
Well,
plays.
there's not a lot of games on.
Hofstra moves on. That was an easy cover. I should have bet that.
Spread. There was nothing you wanted to make official in the NBA, was there?
Yeah, let's make Toronto official at plus 5.5.
That game starts soon.
I'll be right back.
Let's see here.
Jay, did you hear about that horse racing thing?
I did not.
You didn't.
No, what happened?
A bunch of big time trainers got arrested by the FBI today.
Why? For that Santa Anita thing?
No, for doping.
In what state?
Florida, New York. You know,
Wow.
Maximum Security,
Yeah.
his trainer, Service.
No kidding.
Yeah, he got caught for fucking doping horses, and yeah, he's a real scumbag. That guy.
Is he the biggest name?
Yeah, I mean Jorge Navarro got caught up too. He's a Gulfstream guy. He does Aqueduct too, but yeah, basically there was a big indictment on it, and they're definitely going to go to jail
Wow.
because Maximum Security just won the Saudi
20,
Cup.
yeah. It was like $20 million race, I think.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. You know, Maximum Security, Jay, was like a $30,000 horse, and then it just became this like unbelievable racehorse, super horse.
Yeah. There was another horse that was like a $30,000 claimer that won the Derby not too long ago.
Yeah, they said there's going to be more names too.
Sometimes you step in shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, some of these guys, like their win rate is crazy. Like it can't even be. It's got to be performance enhanced.
Robert Allen says, I put all my 401k in oil stocks. Wish me luck. Good luck, my friend. Wright State is getting slaughtered.
Yo, you're going to be able to make a lot of money in a couple months when this whole thing gets fixed. I mean, the market, you're going to be able to kill it. Jay, you know one of the horses involved died? Like, that's basically, he killed the horse.
Wow.
It's like Ralph from Sopranos.
That's a shame. I'm gonna try to find a way to get in on this Zags game. Hope they go down early.
Not impossible.
I'm not laying 1100 on the money line. Fuck that.
I mean, it's probably a win.
I know, but I'm gonna fucking tie up 11 G's to pick up 1,000. That just sounds like not the smart thing to do.
Well, you don't want to bet 11 G's to win 1,000?
If I can avoid it, I'd like to.
Damn, I had a long ass day today.
Oh, I didn't listen, bro. I woke up at 6:30. How'd it go?
It's all good, man. It was good. It was a good show.
Nice.
New York is weird, man. It's a spooky place right now. There's like no one on the street, really. It seemed dead.
Oh, why? Everybody's indoors trying not to get the coronavirus?
Yeah, it seems like it.
I mean, sometimes you just got to roll the dice, If it happens, it happens.
I mean, is it going to kill some of these people to stay inside for a couple of weeks? Like, you'll live. Like, think about those people on that ship, though. Like, you literally got to stay on a fucking ship for like 2 weeks. That's brutal.
Terrible. They're screwing those people over with that.
Like, what if you were just like, I'm fucking leaving. You're not keeping me here anymore.
What are you going to do? You're on a ship. I mean...
Yeah, but it's docked.
Maybe they'll shoot you? I don't know.
New York's got 150 corona cases. Yeah, my mom called me up today and was like, I think there's 28 cases in New Jersey now. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Judy, settle down.
Remember we were just joking last week when the first one came out about it was in your neighborhood or whatever? Remember that?
It's just the flu.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if you're young, like under 50, like it's really no legitimate worry to you, but I don't know. I mean, it goes away. I just don't want to get it,
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get it like I don't want to get the flu. So, it's that. I got kind of annoyed, though, because I was talking to Spread about it a couple days ago. This fucking broad brought the coronavirus to Omaha, and she went to the emergency room. That's 5 blocks from my house.
Yeah, I saw one of the patients was like there.
Yeah. Well, they've been shipping a lot of the patients here anyways because they always do that for infectious diseases. But this broad, she was like the first one that wasn't actually shipped here. They were just like, oh, we're going to diagnose you with coronavirus now.
She just walked in?
Yeah, like all the other cases in Omaha were the ones who were like transported here because of the med center. Like for some reason we have like this med center that's set up for infectious disease control.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, I mean, they sent
I would love to see a guy like Marty
last year.
Who's Marty Mush?
He works at Barstool.
Oh, okay.
Need to make a bet. So we should bet on East Tennessee State because they're going to win the game.
They're down 9. It's not going to happen, I don't think.
Oh, they're up 9. You mean?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, we should bet on them. I bet the money line's minus 1,000 though. That doesn't seem.
Yeah, minus 1,200. I don't know what the pregame line was on that game. What was it, Jeff?
In Wofford?
Yeah.
It goes 6.5.
You can get the Milwaukee Bucks pregame at plus 173. Doesn't that seem like a deal?
No Giannis, though.
No Giannis.
Yeah,
no Bledsoe either.
Well,
yeah, but it's – wait, who?
Bledsoe's out most likely too. Not official, but he's questionable, and I kind of capped the game with him out. I still like the plus 6 points there. I think they can keep it close, but I don't know about the money line. Unless you want to try to arb it.
Someone's asking, am I betting on Cheltenham tomorrow? No, I don't really know much about it. I'm more just a American horse racing guy. Yo, oh shit, Anthony left. I was going to ask him. Jay, did you see that thing out on Twitter today about how since like 2002, there's been a disease every year there's an election? Like,
No, I did not.
Yeah, like every year there's election, there's some kind of like H1N1, Ebola, SARS, bird flu.
Meaning what? Like it's like a wag the dog bullshit thing?
Well, Wag the Dog was a
It
fake
was
war,
right, but
but
that's
yeah,
well,
I get what you mean. Yeah. Yo, Jay, in Wag the Dog, you know who they fake war with?
no.
Albania.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, I actually watched that like a couple months ago.
Wag the dog. Ryan needs a winner because he just got beat on the ice. This is not a great looking card, Ryan. Oh, Brad, I mean. If Bledsoe and George Hill are out, and obviously Giannis, would you take Middleton over under 28.5 points?
Yeah, I mean, that was a good look last night. Now they've adjusted it 3 points because it was 25.5 last night, and he sailed over. So the books cooked in the adjustment.
3 points is a big adjustment for one night, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he went over in the first half. So
he went over 25.5 in the first half.
I think if I remember right. I mean, I know he had a huge first quarter. I know he had double digits in the first quarter. So
yeah, Jeff is like a fucking college basketball encyclopedia, except the one conference he doesn't fuck with is the MAC.
Yeah, I hate it.
A lot of MAC games on the board right now.
Yeah, there are.
You can get Illinois Chicago at minus 13.5 up 20, Jeff. You think Wright State's got a run in them?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I almost want to take Illinois Chicago minus 13.5.
Yeah, they seem completely lost. I have them +6, so I'm feeling good about it.
They were a big dog, huh?
Yeah, 6 points. Yo, what was I just gonna say to Anthony, Jay?
I have no fucking clue.
Fuck, you left, and now I forget what I was gonna say.
Oh, that I'm awesome.
What were you saying about you kind of like the over in that BYU game, you said?
No, I like the over. I got a 145. It's up to 147.5.
Oh, okay. So if that total drops a couple points to start the game, then
I mean, I think it'll come in at get to 150, but I mean, I just don't really recommend betting the worst number. I feel
gun to your head, who wins the game? BYU better team?
Yeah, plus they haven't played yet. I think they're just a better, more supreme team.
Has that line moved from 3.5?
It was at 4 earlier.
Something about the election you were going to say?
Oh, yeah. So, Anthony, did you see that thing on Twitter that every year there's an election, there's been a disease that comes about? Like a presidential election. I think if you go back and look, every year comes out right before the election. And if you notice something bad happens in
a
the
wag
government,
the dog thing.
It always seems like something bad happens in the country of some sort.
What's Gonzaga's team total in this game?
Probably 81.
I mean,
82.
That's probably true. They're all evil, so.
Yeah.
First half team total 39.5.
I took that Illinois Chicago, by the way. I hope they win big.
You took them minus 13.5.
Yeah, I was getting fucking bored. Actually, it was 12.5. The line moved after I bet it. I was getting bored.
Yeah, I might join you if it gets down. Oh, it's 12.5 right now. I'm gonna take it too. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, we got to put a bet out here somewhere, don't we?
Did you guys see that video? The ocean is a wild and scary place on Twitter. Did you guys see that?
Mm-mm.
Well, the ocean's going to be dead soon.
Settle down.
I mean, we keep throwing plastic in it.
Yo, Spread, check your DM in about one second.
All right, cool.
Oh wow, it went down to 12.5, and I got it in. It's now 15.5. Jesus Christ.
You got it at 12.5, though?
Yeah, now it's 17.5. What the hell just
That's
happened?
what we want. They probably just got like a 3, a steal, another 3. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's exactly what they did. 23 now they're up.
Boom. Oh, Jay, you Italian mutt. If this wins, I could, I wouldn't kiss you because that'd be gross.
I didn't think I would miss you, bro. Like, I
Really?
really, no.
Really?
Yeah. I
I
was
thought you liked me.
I was like 3 weeks without Ant. That sounds terrific, actually, after the last 14 months. And then, like, we did this show this week, and I was like, oh, man, I kind of missed that fucking hick.
No, you realize I brought something to the – I brought a dynamic to the
You
show.
just settle the fuck down, okay? Don't get carried away.
Hey,
Right.
Spread.
What is that he's eating?
I think it's like some kind of like, I don't know, like
Red.
some kind of smaller fish or something.
Bread? Who,
No,
me?
not
Oh.
you. Not you, man.
Oh,
No, in his tweet that he sent me.
I mean, it's a shark. I don't know what like he's eating.
Yeah, there's just blood everywhere, though, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, did you see that thing today of it said these are the only guys that can fix the stock market, and it was that Maltasante and those two like stock guys from Sopranos. Remember,
That's
like
pretty
they're
good.
like, you must push with sticks.
Yeah, what Bistics.
You gotta push with sticks.
That's a great that
Yeah.
those are a great couple episodes, bro.
now's the best time to buy stuff on the stock market that's tanked a bit. It's going to come back.
Yeah.
In like 5 months, people are going to be like, oh, wait a minute. This coronavirus is a bit of a panic, wasn't it?
Yeah, Patricia Arquette is straight nasty in Escape from Dannemora. I completely agree with that.
Yeah,
And when you think
that's
about
actually-
what she used to look like on that show Medium,
she's good. She's hot in real life.
you're just like, what the fuck, man?
Well, do you know what the real chick looked like? Joyce Mitchell. Do you know what she actually looked like? She actually looked a lot like. That's what she did. She wasn't a pretty woman. That was the thing. That's a true story, Jay. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually looks a lot like the real lady. It's weird.
Did you ever see that Escape from Dannemora on HBO? It was like a 6-episode, like short miniseries.
Nope.
Ben Stiller directed it. It's good.
No, I did not. Ben Stiller is a better director than he is an actor.
Yeah, he is.
He directs some really good stuff. Tropic Thunder, for one. That was a good movie. We should watch that again. What's the lineup in that Chicago-Illinois game?
It's 60-37 right now.
Cool.
Oh, what's the line up to? 17.5.
That was a creepy laugh. What the hell are you eating?
Pork roast.
Sounds like something people in Nebraska would eat.
I don't know. What the fuck do you guys
I'm
eat?
kidding.
steak with cheese whiz on it and a hoagie bun and call it a delicacy?
Shut the hell up. I don't eat whiz.
Ant went up and in on the Philly cheesesteak.
Listen, I'm not going to say it's like not an overrated. I mean, it's good. I don't think it's like a be-all, end-all meal, but
Cheese
They are
whiz,
good.
I just can't do the cheese whiz though, man.
no,
Everybody loves cheesesteaks.
cheese whiz is trash.
Steaks are good though.
Cheesesteaks are delicious, but it's the cheese whiz just throws it all off.
Just get it with regular cheese. You don't have to get
Yeah,
like
you got to get like
Yeah,
provolone cheese.
100%.
Yeah, like provolone or pepper jack cheese or something like that.
You know what I ate last night, Ant?
Some sort of pasta because you're Italian and that's all you fucking eat.
No, I ate a cheeseburger with pepper jack cheese on it and a
Jalapeno bun.
jalapeno bun. Yes, I did.
Fucking
Okay, that's all. I think it's funny. Like Jay discovered there's food out there besides marinara and pasta sauce or pasta marinara sauce. Like we literally he just discovered that was a thing. Like food that was not pasta marinara.
All right, settle down. Yeah. Anthony seems to think like Italian cuisine is overrated, and he's an idiot. He doesn't get it.
Jason.
It's not that I think it's overrated. I just like trolling it because it's funny. I mean,
There is so much more than just like pasta and sauce.
I know this. I'm just fucking joshing you.
Pasta and sauce is a big part of it, though.
I mean, my favorite food is Mexican food, but I'll joke about how it's just the same 6 items recycled every time.
I love Mexican food,
Oh, it's the best.
but not like Taco Bell, like Donnie Rightside. Like Donnie, we had
That was the
Donnie,
funniest.
we had Donnie on one day, Ant, right? And
Yeah,
remember
that's
we were having the conversation about like how I wouldn't eat a Subway sandwich for $1,000.
I mean, I would totally eat a Subway sandwich for $1,000. I paid for Subway sandwiches before. I mean, they're very mediocre, but
I would not eat.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I'm telling you right now, bro. I would not eat a Subway sandwich.
I mean, I don't like
$1,000.
Subway, but if you're gonna give me $100 bills to do it, I'll do it.
I'm good. I'll make that in a couple nights. I would rather just.
I'm telling you, you would fucking do it.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't do it. So we're having this conversation.
why?
Donnie,
Are you
Donnie
that against mediocre subs?
it's so far below me.
It's
Mediocre.
really, honestly, the tuna's not bad.
Mediocre, I could deal with. Like, I would eat a sub from like Jersey Mike's.
Like
Like
I
their
don't
chicken
usually-
bacon ranch isn't that bad either.
I couldn't do it from Subway. So Donnie, I'm having that conversation with Donnie, and he agreed with me. And then in the next breath said that his favorite Mexican food is from Taco Bell.
That was, I mean, his food thoughts are just horrific. I mean, they're so bad. Like, they're really bad. Like, really bad. Lettuce and tomato and a raw onion. And then he says Taco Bell's the best Mexican food.
And
Hold
would
on.
you ever put
Joseph
lettuce?
Gomez says Ant criticizing food as he eats his mainly salad. It's a pork roast. It's not salad.
And salad is delicious.
Yeah,
Grilled
salad
chicken
is
salad
really
is-
good.
Yeah.
Grilled chicken salad is.
I'm not really necessarily criticizing food as much as I'm just making fun of Jay because it's funny. I like to troll Jay with the Italian food.
Now, would you would you eat Taco Bell, Ant?
What? Oh, no, not willingly. I mean,
Yeah, I'd have never eaten Taco Bell ever.
Would you ever put lettuce on your cheesesteak, Ant?
what? Why would you do that?
Right, exactly.
Donnie puts lettuce and raw onion.
On his cheesesteak.
Raw onion? No, it's a grilled onion.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with Donnie? Dude, you got weird friends.
I don't agree with it.
Donnie Rightside's food choices are suspect.
When it comes to food, it's Donnie wrong side.
He likes Subway. I mean, not Subway. He likes Taco Bell. Is that what you were getting at?
Yeah, he says it's the best Mexican food.
The best Mexican food. That's what he said.
It's not. Wow. Okay.
Sumner wants to know, big man, Elon plus the points. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I mean, I have no real opinion on that game. I mean, gun to my head, I would probably take Northeastern, frankly, but I mean, I don't know what to make of Elon. That conference is just always seems like it has a weird outcome.
Illinois, Chicago up 27.
Beautiful.
Got in there at the perfect time.
You know, it's funny,
That's
Jay.
what she said.
I gave that out, Jay, on Barstool earlier, and I actually at the end of the show, I thought about like pulling it and saying I didn't want it because there were like 5 or 6 callers that kept calling in and were like, "Yeah, I like Illinois, Chicago. I like Illinois, Chicago."
And you
How
thought,
the hell was there 5 or 6 callers say they were like Illinois, Chicago? You know those motherfuckers didn't even know that was a college.
No, I swear there were like literally I think 4 or 5 different people that called in and gave out Illinois, Chicago.
Wow. That's crazy. They're just torpedoing Wright State here. Is this like the final or?
No, semifinal.
6-point dog pre-game, huh? Man, they are kicking the shit out of this team.
Wait, what's going on in the chat about California cheesesteaks? How are they different than the legit ones?
They have lettuce. Cheesesteak hoagie has lettuce, tomato, onion on it.
Oh, okay.
That's a California cheesesteak.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
isn't that the same thing with like a California burger?
Yes,
Like apparently California just means lettuce, tomato, and onion.
basically.
Well, for California burritos, it means they put French fries in them. So
Yikes.
French fries.
yeah, it's like asada, pico de gallo, and French fries is a California burrito out here.
Now, doesn't everything nowadays in California come with avocado in it? That seems to be like the
Jay
new-
always makes that joke every time he talks. About
No,
But isn't that the truth though?
yeah, I mean it is pretty true.
avocado
avocado's
is
delicious.
disgusting. Ugh. No.
I don't like avocado. I don't like
Yeah.
guacamole.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, yuck.
I'm totally anti any of that.
I like when you cut an avocado in half and just put a little salt and pepper on it. It's a great snack. And then obviously making homemade guacamole is the best.
Sounds real manly.
I mean, I wouldn't call it manly as much.
No,
as
I was
it's
just saying what
tasty.
that guy in the chat said.
Yeah.
Are we all in agreement on the Nuggets -5? I don't know. Spread, you like the Nuggets?
I'm
No,
not.
I like
Brad gave out.
Milwaukee. I like Milwaukee.
Can North Dakota State fucking cover here, please? Come on.
Oh, those are delicious.
All right. So what games do we have coming up here?
You want to put Toronto on the bottom of the board?
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, he did. He had it on. He must
It's
have.
not
Oh,
scrolling
yeah,
right now. There
sorry.
we go. That's all good. I just
When
saw a bunch of
I
questions. about it.
wrote the play that Anthony and I were on, and then I never clicked it on again.
You
I
got
mean, you can't get
your
that
laugh
number
is
anymore.
funny.
Sounds evil,
Why?
doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like real. Like
Sounds like he's like plotting something terrible.
I feel like
Now
he
I
would put
can't
glass
get
in
up.
my food and then laugh like that.
I just costed us a unit by not hitting that button, Ant.
It's like I have blood. I'm choking inside my esophagus. Blood's coming out, and he's like,
I mean, I giggle while I call 911.
Elon
like-
Northeastern, San Francisco, Gonzaga, IFBW, IPFW, sorry, North Dakota.
What a great board that we picked to bet tonight. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. Jeff, any thoughts on Wisconsin, Green Bay, Northern Kentucky?
yeah, I kind of like Green Bay there. I mean, pretty high scoring team, like to run up and down. I feel like they can hang around and cover that.
I'm seeing 5 and 151.
I kind of like IPFW, to be honest.
Plus 2.5 against North Dakota.
Yeah, I feel like it worse. That's just a close game. Come on, North Dakota State, you fucks.
Lotus Scalper says betting hockey's a crapshoot.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
I feel like that sometimes too, but there's some guys who are really good at it.
Big man, what do you eat besides pizza? I eat a lot. I love steak. I eat a lot of chicken, sushi, a lot of fruit. Uh, you know,
Steak's the best.
Do
yeah.
you eat? Do you eat sushi yet?
Did
Do
I
eat
what?
sushi?
No, I was asking Anthony if he eats
Oh.
sushi.
Yeah, I mean, I've had sushi. It's not something to eat a lot, but
I
I've been to
can't get
sushi
down
bars.
with it. I just can't get down with it, man.
Have you tried it?
That's funny. That's where I went when we got off last night, Jay.
I have tried it. Yeah,
Damn, Spread's been eating a lot of sushi lately.
We
yeah.
haven't been doing it.
Well, I
it
mean,
lately.
he's a California boy. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what they do out there.
Wow, Oral Roberts just missed a layup. It would have been a 2-point game with 1:20 to go. That's huge. Good shit. Come on, make him pay, Bison.
I mean, sushi's all right.
Ramon said lasagna. That's right, Ramon. Ramon knows where my heart is.
Yeah,
Your heart with the pasta.
lasagna's got to be
and
made
cheese.
right, but it's very good. Who wants another free winner? We do. Let's fade it again, Jay.
What?
Let's fade this guy again.
Oh, Charlie Brown. You got it in for Charlie Brown, huh?
Oh, he likes Purdue, Fort Wayne. All right, I'm taking North Dakota then.
Oh, he likes IPFW?
Yeah, I'm taking North Dakota.
even though you just said you kind of leaned Purdue Fort Wayne, that you don't care.
Yeah, I don't even care.
It's a spite play.
No, that guy sucks. He doesn't know anything. He's just guessing and shit. Yep, I'm betting it right now.
With 10 dimes?
No, not 10 dimes.
Hey, it's only a 3-point spread.
Yeah.
Oh, they won't let me sell points. I'd make it like a -4. Get like even money. Oh, I should sell points with Gonzaga, though.
That's the game, man. Remember the game when
Hold on. So he's on IPFW, so we're taking North Dakota.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking North Dakota.
All right, I'm going to take North Dakota with you. Let's do it.
And remember the game where the Zags were down 9 at the half?
Yeah, and then the Zags blew them out and actually covered the ball.
Right. Yeah. Well, they didn't cover the pregame spread, no. But I took them. It was like, do we take them on the money line at -150 to win the game outright, or lay the second half points? Remember that night?
I do.
Yeah, that's who they're playing. They beat them by 4 in one game. They beat them by 17 in the other, and they're a 13-point favorite.
I think they kill him.
I mean, it's certainly possible. It's Gonzaga. I think they win the title.
I get Illinois Chicago 22-1 to win the Horizon.
You bet them?
Yeah, I have them 22-1.
So what do they just got to win next game?
Yeah. I got some. I did some conference tournament future parlays. I have some big ones, Jay.
That you're still live in?
Some of them didn't even start yet.
Oh, okay.
Like I've won. It's plus 77, 465.
Jesus.
I need a lot to go right though.
Who wins the Big Ten Conference tournament?
I like Michigan.
Not Nebraska.
Well, I know Creighton. They're not winning the Big East. So
What? Shut your whore mouth.
Do you think they're now the favorite to win the Big East tournament?
I still think Seton Hall would be the favorite, but I mean Miles Powell's is not playing real well right now.
You mean that team Creighton beat twice?
Yeah, okay. But you got to remember, I mean, the first game was close. Can Creighton win on the road, I guess, is the big question. I guess we'll see.
Well, they beat Seton Hall on the road. And then
Yeah, but the game was close. I mean, it was right there. But, yeah, I mean, they did win. All right, good. North Dakota State up 5. Let's finish it out, boys.
Yeah, guys, I don't know what's up with this lineup on the Bucks. I changed my mind. I'm not playing that game. That's why we got to wait for these lineups to be announced to make these plays official. Still like the Raptors, but I'm out on the Bucks now. I have no idea why. It says they're available, and they're just not starting. I just don't get it. So let's just stay out of that game, and we'll wait live, but no longer like Milwaukee pregame at all. It's just weird. It's just weird.
Hook'em saying, "Can I mention my futures for MLB?" Yeah, I just took 2. I have Houston and the Mets.
Ramon Scott, why are they doing that though? Does that make any sense to you? Like, am I missing like the awesome strategic reason that you'd bring your best scorer that's available off the bench?
Especially with Bledsoe out.
Well, if that's the case, how do you not go under 28.5 points?
I'm done with props, man. I bet 2 props from this show, and I just get fucking destroyed every time. The Ingram game, he has his worst game of the season.
Yeah.
Last night, Bogdanovich makes 1-3, and it was with like 3 minutes left.
Yeah, and he was
well
missing wide open. I know we usually do well, and that one sucked. It was because he was missing wide open shots. I mean, like we capped it right. Like he got
I
the
only
opportunities.
bet one prop though yesterday, and it won. Didn't
It worked out though because we had the Kings. I had the Kings plus 10. So
yeah,
I like that team a lot, man. They're a team. I actually bet their win total over this year.
Yeah, I did too. I was a little disappointed they started slow. They just, gosh, I thought Luke Walton was going to be a better coach. So that's my bad. I thought that Lakers was a tough situation.
What number did you get?
37.5. What do you have?
I think I have 36.5. I want to say.
You got a little better luck. What are they, like 20?
28 wins.
Yeah, they're
Plenty
28 and 36. Yes, I mean they can still do it, but they're definitely going to need to finish stronger than that.
I mean,
and they got to win those games like they did last night. I mean, they had that game. That was tough.
I mean, they got the Cavs twice. They get the Hawks. They got the Spurs. They get the Warriors a couple times. So
yeah,
it's not impossible.
The Memphis Grizzlies actually have the toughest strength of schedule of the remaining playoff teams for that 8th spot, and the Pelicans have the easiest strength of schedule. So keep that in mind too.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Look at this guy trying to sell picks on your chat, Jay.
Robert Allen. He's got to be messing around with him.
He pays for Steve Stevens picks. Yikes.
He probably got Stu Feiners too.
What do you got there? A little Coke?
With Cherry Coke?
Little Coke action.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I haven't had a Coke in a while, man.
I like Cherry Coke.
I wish the fucking Cubs would trade Chris Bryant.
I wanted them to trade Chris Bryant too. There was interesting ideas to trade with Atlanta, but Atlanta didn't want to give up Freed.
Imagine not wanting to give up Puig.
Freed.
Oh, Freed. I was gonna say. Wait, I was gonna say Puig.
Yeah, Puig's not with Atlanta.
He's with the Reds, right?
No, the Puig.
Yeah, he's with the Reds.
Yeah,
right?
I mean he got traded twice last year. Yeah, he's with the Reds.
Yeah, it was either the Reds or Indians or something. I think they're going to push the MLB season back. It wouldn't surprise me if they do.
Why? Because of the coronavirus?
Yeah, and it's stupid even to have it that early anyway. Push it back 2 weeks. What's that going to hurt?
Well,
And
they do it to they do it. They going to have so they can have more off days during the year as part of the CBA. Because these guys will run
because
they'll have like 2 days off.
Like the 3rd or 4th of April, right? Isn't that when it used to start?
Yeah. But
now
that
it's like March.
Yeah, now they give all the teams like 3 days off a month, 4 days off a month, maybe. When it used to just be like you get like 2 days off a month. So, I mean, they started doing it last year. I don't mind. Oh yeah, RKE says Puig's actually a free agent still. That makes sense.
Yeah, I wanted to say I saw something like would the Phillies be a good fit? You know, it seems like everyone is a good fit for the Phillies.
I mean, I don't know. The Phillies are that team where they just have 500 written all over them.
Pitching's not good enough, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean Nola's good. I like Wheeler. I thought that was a great signing, but Jake Arrieta sucks now.
Yeah, he's old.
So their pitching's kind of So we'll see. They just I mean they're not going to be a bad team, but they're not going to. I would not say they're going to be in the playoffs. I'd say 78 to 82 wins. That range.
Robert Allen is totally lying. Pirelli doesn't even work for Steve Stevens. He hasn't worked with him for years. So I don't know what Robert Allen's talking. Robert Allen's a complete troll too. These guys are just trolling.
Robert Allen's all right. He's always come in here and been cool.
No, I mean he's trolling on the Steve Stevens thing.
Oh, yeah. He didn't want Charlie Brown's picks either. He was just fucking around.
Well, I mean,
All
Charlie Brown gave us free plays though, guys. Free winners,
North
guaranteed
Dakota
lock.
State up 7, baby. Gonna win this one. Let's go.
Oh, Jay, Wright State's going to backdoor us, dude.
Why? What's the score?
I'm joking.
I mean, they actually might. They're only up 18.
There's 7 seconds left, though.
Oh, okay. I see 52 seconds.
Oh, good.
It's 73-55. Wright State's at the free throw line. 7 seconds left, and it's 73-55. So
Wofford got crushed.
I missed one. See if you can miss the other. All right, 73-56, and Illinois Chicago is just going to dribble it out. And there we go, Jay. You can put that one on the board. I don't know if that's like an official play or not, but whatever.
No, it should have been, but I fucked up and didn't hit the button to put it on the bottom, so I'm not going to count it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to count it on my on my 5-dime count. It counted that.
Northeastern jumps out to a 9-0 lead on Elon.
Damn, I wish I would have bet the race to 10.
Wow, they already graded that too. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, I like this 5 times thing. I think getting a 5 times account was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah, whoever North Dakota State plays tomorrow, bet North Dakota State. They're not not going to the tournament.
All right, so bet against North Dakota State tomorrow. Well, North Dakota State's going to play North Dakota.
Fuck you.
No, what do you mean? We bet on North Dakota.
Oh yeah, I thought you said bet against North Dakota State.
No.
I'm on North Dakota. Yeah. We're fading that dude.
Yeah, you said whoever they play tomorrow. I'm like, well, it's going to be North Dakota because
Yeah, you're right.
That's some tasty cherry Coke. I should have put some bourbon in it, but I don't think I have any. That sucks.
Northeastern race to 20 is minus 4 G's.
So the taint play of the day just lost in the Wofford over from Robert Allen.
Well, that sucks.
You hate to see that.
The taint play of the day.
Matt Randall's pretty good, man. He wins a lot.
It's the dumbest fucking name, though.
The taint play of the day.
I mean, what are we, 6 years old?
I mean, it makes
Seriously, though. I
it
mean, why
makes
not just
me giggle every time.
why not you say like this is my game of the day or something? Like
The taint play of
I honestly didn't know what that was until Jay told me.
Yeah, like he didn't know what a taint was, Ant. I had
No
to tell
idea.
him. I had to tell him in the private chat.
Oh, it's that thing that feels amazing when it gets flicked.
I mean,
Come on.
that's just out of line.
Yeah, it's
What?
That's just out of line and uncalled for.
What?
I gotta be honest. If a girl did that shit, I'd be like, yo, get the fuck out of my house now. Shit is weird, yo.
Oh, you got to tell Anthony the phenomenal story.
What about the cleaning lady?
Yes.
What, she licked your taint?
No, no. But I want you to picture if this happened to you, Ant.
All right,
It's
so
Well,
like
especially for
Bizarro.
Ant, he wouldn't like it.
It's like Bizarro world type shit, bro.
So about 4 years ago when I moved into this apartment I'm in, my mom told me, she's like, go out and get a cleaning lady. Get her to come in every 2 weeks. Do yourself your own cleaning, but have her come in and do a deep clean. And I was like, that makes sense. So I go on Craigslist and I look under the cleaning lady thing for cleaning ladies. And I put an ad out and I got a few responses. And one of the ladies emailed and she's like, hey, text me. She's like, we can set a time up. She's like, I'd really like to help you. So I text her. I tell her kind of about my place, and she tells me the pricing, and we set some up. She's like, I bring my own supplies. So that's perfect. So she comes like a few days later, knocks on the door. I let her in. I tell her kind of what's up. She starts cleaning. I come in my office where I'm right now because there's nothing in here. I can clean it myself. And like 10 minutes later, I hear a knock on my door here. And I'm thinking it's my cousin because my cousin lives across the hallway. So I go to the door and this fucking broad is topless in my house. So I'm like, what are you doing? Like, that's exactly what I said. She's like, well, this comes with it. She goes, I told you. She's like, I have different pricing. She goes, I have better pricing and higher pricing for better service. She's like, and telling me we can hook up and stuff. And she was a pretty woman. I'm not going to lie. She was like in her 40s. She's a pretty woman. She goes, yeah, she's like, if you're worried, she's like, my husband's down in the car. He's okay with it. And I'm just like, I don't know what to say. I was like, yeah, I said, I'll be honest. Like I said, you seem like a nice lady. I said, but this really isn't what I'm looking for. I actually need someone to clean my house and it be professional. And that's that. And I made her leave and she left and that was that.
I'm trying to put myself in that position. Like,
So you got a prostitute on Craigslist posing as a cleaning lady?
I'm not
but
sure
she was willing to clean the house also, though.
Yeah, but at that point I felt like she was just kind of a skeezy type of broad. It's like, who knows what she might steal shit,
Now I'm in right until the point that she says, my husband's down in the car.
Jay's like, I'm into it.
And, yeah, now I'm totally in for this. Right up until the point where I hear my husband's down in the car and he's totally okay with it.
Jay, honestly, you know what it seemed like? And I don't know ended up who they were, but like she seemed like one of those types that like is like a swinger and like they probably got off on it. Like of some sort, like they go to people's houses and she has like a way to make money and I'm sure she has plenty of people that accept it, but yeah, I was just like, and I ended up finding like a really good cleaning lady and I've had her ever since. So
Yeah, count me in until that moment, though.
It sounds to me like the cleaning lady, that original cleaning lady, would lick your taint.
Yeah. Yep. Now, I would have rolled with the punches. I would have been like, this isn't exactly what I asked for in the ad, but who am I to deny a lady that takes her shirt off in my house? Because
you have to be very careful about the things that you do with chicks, and I didn't know. Like, I really wish it wasn't in. Like, I was just like, I need a cleaning lady. I don't need I'm good. Like, it was kind of weird. And who knows? Maybe she robs me. Who knows?
But at
Great.
least you found the kind of cleaning lady you wanted.
Greg,
Yeah.
where do you sit on this? We all know where Jay's at, and we all know where Jeff's at. Are you going with the punches, or are you kicking that whore out of your house?
Exactly.
Right now, because my girlfriend wouldn't be too happy about it, I'd kick her out. If I was single, I'd probably roll with the punches.
My guy spread.
You're just like, well, I mean, if this is what we're doing, I guess this is what we're doing, right?
Yeah, actually, as I said, I still have the text. I remember when she texted me.
I would kick her out.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd be like, actually, could you just clean? Yeah, with your top on, please. Because it seems like having to go through the process of getting another Craigslist ad sounds like it'd be cumbersome. So I'm like, actually, if you could just do this with your top on and not try and have sex with me, that'd be cool.
I'm glad I did, because honestly, I found a way better cleaning lady, and she's real trustworthy. It's funny too, because the cleaning lady I have now, guys, she listens to those religious channels on the radio and shit. She's a total fucking 360 to the other chick.
I mean, religious broads can be fake.
It all comes down to the trust. If you could leave your house and feel comfortable while a cleaning lady's doing her thing, that's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, but Jay, here's the thing about that. Okay, so let's say I go out on a date with a girl. I know she's we vibe and whatever, and we have what do you do it whatever.
Right.
I understand what's going on there, but it's how do I know that chick is not high out of her mind? We have sex, and then the next day she says, "Oh, he raped me."
That's definitely.
I know
true.
a guy in my town where I live now. He's a taxi driver. One night he had a fare, and it was a lady that was really drunk, and the lady asked him, "Can you walk me into my house?" And he didn't think, and he just did. The next day, the cops knocked on his door and arrested him for rape, and she said he raped me. And it didn't matter if he didn't do it or did do it. In the paper, they drug his name through the mud.
Wow.
I'm real careful with that shit. I'm I don't fuck around with that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because nowadays, these chicks, whether they're old or young, they try to, get you into some shit.
True.
Fucking broads, man.
Anthony's that's why I do away with the women. That's why I want nothing to do with them.
It is pretty dope. I mean, I am definitely on the
Women are evil, man. They could be evil.
I mean, half my friends are women. I'll tell you what, they are vindictive broads,
Yep.
Northeastern up 17-7 right now, halfway through the first.
Yeah, I get the feeling they're going to – what are they live right now? Probably 13 or 14.
Yeah, 14.5.
If that gets down to under 10, I might bet it.
They just hit a 20-7. You think they're going to roll this team?
If that gets 20-13, I might get in on them.
Zag's game just started. I'm hoping that San Francisco could jump out.
I dream. HI says Ant is still a virgin.
Well, that may very well be the case when it comes to women.
I mean, what if he is? Who gives a fuck?
I don't know. I've been married for about 12 years, so that'd be a very strange relationship. Okay,
that's true. Come on, San Francisco.
Oh, by the way, Jay, great call on that bungee chair, man.
Right?
Are you loving it?
Oh, dude, yeah, it's a great chair.
Life changing, bro.
Oh, my ass does not hurt.
That
Versus that other
tailbone.
chair.
That tailbone will never bother you sitting in a chair again, ever.
Yeah, like I couldn't even like sit down for like an hour and a half in the chair, or I think I just sat all the way through the chair, so it wasn't. I just needed a new chair. It was hurting too much to sit down for too
It's
long.
like sitting on a cloud.
Yeah, this thing's pretty dope. I like it.
I am
Rich
not on
G
San
says,
Francisco first half, no. But
Rich
I
G,
want to get on the Zags.
Rich G says, women, you can't live with them and you can't bang dudes.
Well,
Ant's like, well, that's not entirely accurate.
I mean, you can.
yo, can I ask you a personal question? Like not real.
me?
It's not real personal. I'm just curious because I've never really asked this, so I'm like I'd like to know. So like when you look at like I don't know.
I'll be right back.
I don't know like who the world. I'll just pick a pretty woman out. So you find it like a supermodel, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you look at her and not want to have sex with her? Like how do you like you don't ever want like because I just look at some women and I'm like, wow, they are so like they're goddesses. They're like so beautiful. Like how God can make them that beautiful, you know? It's like I don't know. It's crazy.
How can you look at Chris Hemsworth shirtless in a Thor movie and not want to have sex with him?
Well, look, I'm willing to say like I've said this very openly. Like there are definitely good looking guys for sure.
Yeah, no.
There's
between seeing someone and going, wow, they're really good looking, and wanting that sex. So it's the same thing. So when straight guys are like, oh, look at that hot broad with them big titties or whatever, how could you not want to fuck that? And then it's the same thing. Like, well, the same way you don't want to fuck Brad Pitt when he was in his 30s, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's interesting, man. I always, always think about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, it's like, yeah, you can look at like a 30-year-old Brad Pitt in those movies back then and go, oh yeah, he's really attractive, but not want to fuck him. So it's the same thing, the opposite way. I could.
Do you ever see a chick and you're like, wow, she's like
hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, like whenever you see a hot chick, you're like, oh yeah, she's pretty hot.
Gotcha.
Oh, like I'm not worried about I don't know. I'm not worried about the masculinity thing, so I can admit when a chick's hot. Like 99.9% of straight guys can tell when a other dude is good looking, but like very few of them actually admit when they can tell that another dude is good looking because they're scared that if they admit that another dude is good looking, then that means they're gay when it's not. Just means you have eyes.
I mean, it's hard to there's certain there's certain guys that are good looking guys. I could see where
Yeah, like you got to be fucking blind not to tell that Chris Hemsworth.
I mean, some of these dudes are just fucking like. Some of these guys are like, oh, you're fucking gay if you do that. It's like, well, no, you just recognize the truth of the matter. Like,
well, there's universal features that pretty much everyone knows is like the kind of features that are attractive. So,
yeah.
What time's that North Dakota game start? I want to know when I'm going to win my money.
Pretty soon.
All right. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, Anthony thinks League of Their Own is the best sports movie ever.
No, I said it's my favorite sports movie.
It's pretty. Well, I guess again, it's your favorite. I get that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. So it just kind of by default is, you know what I mean?
What do you think of Air Bud? Did you like that movie?
Never watched it. Have no plans of ever watching it.
Do you know what it's about?
It's that one with the golden retriever.
Yeah, that plays basketball.
Yeah, I'm not interested in watching a movie about dog playing basketball.
They like throw him the ball and he like hits it with his face.
Oh God, no, that's just.
And he wears like little shoes.
Stop it!
He does.
I know. I don't need reminded. It just sounds so bad.
Did you ever hear about Air Bud Golden Receiver?
Yes, they had like 20 of them, man.
What about Air Bud Golden Right Fielder?
I'd prefer to pretend that it's not a thing.
What about Air Bud World Pup?
Are you just like? Did you just Google the Air Bud franchise and now you're just reading off? Are these real?
Yeah.
Oh,
How about Air Bud Spikes Back? He's a golden retriever volleyball player.
Jesus Christ. You gotta be kidding me. I tried to find this Gonzaga game on the live lines on 5 times right now. But
How about Air Bud Aussie Rules? He's a rugby player.
Are you shitting
Are
me?
you being serious? Is that a real movie?
Air Bud 7th Inning Fetch.
No.
7th inning fetch?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How many of them is there?
A lot. Like 10.
Oh my God.
I didn't know this.
Airbud 7th inning fetch.
That's actually pretty clever.
Robert Allen's girlfriend made him watch The Bachelor instead of watching like he'd fucking kill me.
So they
Can't you bet on it?
What, Air Bud?
No, The Bachelor. I think
don't-
they put lines on like who's going to get eliminated.
They probably do.
Yeah.
Viral video says, wait, there's really an Airbud right fielder?
Yeah. Air Bud Golden Right Fielder. Yeah.
Aaron Sullivan wants to know what the North Dakota play was. It is North Dakota -3.
And I'll bet you last week when you promised her Robert Allen, you're like, that's not that bad. And then today you woke up like, why did I do that?
Middleton playing or coming off the bench?
He's coming off the bench. This is the weirdest starting lineup. I have no idea what he's doing.
Wanting you to lose money if you bet on the
I'll bet that.
bet on the Bucks. All right.
All right, it's a spread and ant show now.
So, spread, what do you think of the Hawks game under 243? We have some questions. They need answers.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty high. I mean, that's 20 points above. Close to right here. What are we at right now? We got 178 total.
Yeah, let me see.
So, yeah, I think you'd be okay to go under here.
Are the Hornets ever going to take the lead in this game? They've been hovering around down by about 3 or 4 or 5 for like the entire second half. So
I don't know if they haven't by now. I'm wondering if they will. Obviously, when they'll make their run, will be right around now when Trae Young's on the bench.
okay. And the total went down to 240.5. So if you grabbed it under 242.5 just a minute ago, you beat that. God, these lines always move.
No way. Norman Powell said in the locker room, I change over. So I had the Raptors game on. I went to commercial. I changed over to the Bucks for 1 second. Now the chat's telling me he's going to the locker room. That's not good from a Raptors play.
No, it's not. Well, the Toronto Raptors are already minus or plus 7.5 now. That's not good.
Yeah, they got off to a hot start last night.
San Francisco-
Against the Kings.
The San Francisco Dons are now plus 18.5. That's kind of crazy that they're already that much.
Yeah, Ant, my whole week's thrown off by that tournament getting canceled. Did you hear about that? Were you on when we talked about that?
No, but I saw you posted it.
Yeah, so it's the 5th biggest tournament of the tennis year and the 2nd biggest tournament in America for the season. And down in Los Angeles area, Indian Wells, I think it's pretty close to Death Valley. And they just went ahead and canceled the whole tournament.
Or fears of the coronavirus.
Yeah, because I guess someone right around the area got it, and they just didn't want 500,000 people coming into the area. Because that's how many people their attendance usually is. Now OG Anunoby is going to the locker room. All right.
Are you going to be okay?
I mean, I'm not happy.
I mean, you sound distraught.
Well, because I took the Raptors, and it was already a tough call, right? I mean, it's already a tough game. Utah's been playing well lately. Raptors off the back-to-back, all the terrible situational spots. But I decided to go and just, how I matched up the game, and I just like the way that the Raptors matched up and get a nice amount of points. So all we need to do is keep it close. We don't even need to win outright. And now I'm watching two of their key players go to the locker room in the first 4 minutes. It's in trouble.
Well, yes.
But anyways, nothing to be done about that now. Man, I got to get some sleep tonight. We grinded this weekend, and I was exhausted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That card was fun on Saturday night, the UFC, but it went late.
Oh, it always does. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's slow pacing. So
it goes on forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, and the thing is once that main event, after, all the NBA was done, so there was nothing really for us to live bet in between the fights and stuff. Obviously when the fights were on, it was fun and we're watching them, but in between we didn't have any other sports to kind of, tide us over to keep us talking about sports. So Rich G is on St. Mary's +4. All right. Rich is a pretty sharp guy. I don't have a look in that game, but probably not a bad look. Yeah, me and Jimmy the Bag are opposite this time, Christopher Reese. So we'll see how that turns out, I'd rather be on the same side, but, these things happen. I think someone else in the chat was on the opposite of me too, so that's pretty good. If you're opposite of me in that game, jump in and remind me. So how's the baseball prep coming?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Check the private chat. Yeah, I'm almost done. There's a few teams I really like. Although, I mean, there's really not – I don't think there's going to be a lot of suspense to the season other than I think there is going to be – in the American League, it might be interesting with some injuries to the Yankees because the Yankees were –
Judge is out, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Yankees got some injuries, so you're going to just I think that opens up the window for – theoretically, maybe the Rays, because I think the Rays are going to be really good this year. I took the Rays to win the World Series at a nice price. So I think the Rays are a dark horse to win the division, but with the injuries to the Yankees, I wouldn't be shocked if the Rays were able to rack up enough wins early and get out to a nice lead against the Yankees and wind up winning the division. So you never know.
How much do you think Garrett Cole's numbers increase going to the bandbox?
Oh, they're going to increase a lot. He's going to give up more home runs, that's for sure. But
yeah,
he's still good. I mean, the guy strikes out 12. He gets 12.
Would Barry Bonds have had 900 home runs if he played in that stadium his whole career?
Well, let me put it to you this way. Barry Bonds hit 73 home runs in a year playing in the worst ballpark to hit home run for a left-handed hitter in Major League.
Yeah, I know. And that was when he was hitting it in the water, right? When that park was still built.
Yeah.
And I think 2 people, and he was hitting doing it on a regular basis, right? I think 2 players have hit the water since then. I think there's 3 players total who've done it, and he's done it like multiple times. Like that's one thing I remember. I remember his at bats were the closest to like must see TV, to where it got to the point where I would have the Giants game on, and I literally wouldn't pay attention, and then as soon as I heard that he was coming on, stop whatever you're doing, come in, watch the at bat, and then just go back to what you're doing. Like even if they're down by 6 runs or ahead by 6 runs,
If Bonds played in this Yankee Stadium, if he was DH for the Yankee Stadium that year, he would hit like 90 home runs. It would have been absurd because Yankee Stadium's got like the easiest.
Yeah,
it's the easiest to hit for a lefty, anyways. It's like 315 down that line, but with that big tall brick at whatever the hell that.
I don't know what it is now. It was Pac Bell Park or AT&T Park. I can't remember.
I don't know. It might be like Oracle Park.
I think it's AT&T now. Is it Oracle now? Yeah, who knows?
Whatever. It's the place the Giants play. We all know what it is, but it's the.
Will the Giants be the worst team in the league this year?
No, but they're going to be bad.
Okay, so if you were to bet right now, who would you say is going to be the worst team in the league? Lowest number of wins? Pirates, Giants, Marlins. Who are you thinking?
None of those teams.
Who will be worse than those 3?
I think it's going to be a toss-up between the Tigers and the Orioles.
Oh, yeah, Tigers are pretty bad.
The Tigers, I don't see a major league player on that Tigers roster outside of, what's his name? Boyd? Yeah, Boyd. I don't know. I don't got my notes on me. I'm very tired, so I was like blanking his name. But, yeah, outside of Boyd, I don't see a major league player on that roster. It's so bad. They're going to be terrible. The problem, though, is their win total is set so low that's not even worth betting. Like, you can't bet it.
What is it at? Like 50-something?
Like, yeah, it's in the mid-50s, and it's just like you can't bet an over because it's like, wow, is this team even going to win any games? But you can't bet like an under 56.5 on a win total. That's just you're betting on the team to lose like 110 games. And, I mean, teams have done it, but you're not going to bet on it to happen. Like even a terrible team's going to win 55 games. But yeah, the Tigers will probably be the worst team. There's going to be some shit teams though. The Pirates are not going to be close to the worst team though. I mean, they're bad. Don't get me wrong. The Pirates are going to be bad. They'll fail to win 70 games, but there's worse teams in the league than the Pirates. Some people got the Mariners. Yeah, the Mariners are going to be terrible. The Mariners were terrible last year, but they got off to such a hot start that their record looked better at the end than what it really was. They were such a bad team. They had no pitching. They've traded away all their hitting. So Mariners are going to be bad. John Chow says White Sox. White Sox are actually the White Sox are a dark horse for me. I'm not predicting them to have, like 87, 88 wins, but I would not be stunned if the White Sox managed to have like 87 wins this year. So, but yeah, the Marlins are going to be bad. I actually already bet the Marlins under 64.5 wins. I don't see how that team doesn't lose 100 games. So, like in the National League, the worst teams are going to be the Marlins, the Giants, and the Pirates. The American League, it's going to be the Tigers, the Mariners, and the Orioles. Jake the Degenerate says he doubts the Marlins will be the worst team. They have some young talent. Yeah, they do. I still doubt that they don't lose 100 games, but the Marlins are of the terrible teams right now. The Marlins look like they have the most upside, say, going into the future, so to speak. They were able to get some talent when they traded away their entire team. I mean, you had Ozuna, Yelich, Stanton, You had all those guys on that team. They traded them. Real Moto, the guy who's with the Phillies now. I mean, they traded away that entire team. That team's the Marlins literally had a team of guys who are now all stars, and this was just like as recently as 4 or 5 years ago. And they have like multiple dudes who are no longer on the Marlins. They trade them all away, but they're all stars. So that's tough to be a Marlins fan. That one alone. Hook'em05 says favorite preseason bet, Ant. The Marlins under and the Rays over. Marlins under 64.5, the Rays over 89.5. Or is it 90 now? I don't know. But I think the Rays win over 90 games. I think the Rays are going to be really good this year. Hey, what's up? Jay, you left and I started talking about baseball.
Sorry, man.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah, Gonzaga's minus 220 to score 40 in the first half. They have 25 with 8.5 minutes left in the game.
Jay, have you ever seen the movie Air Bud World Pup?
No, I haven't.
What about Air Bud Golden Receiver?
Also never saw it.
How about Golden Right Fielder?
I could sum this up for you quickly. I've never seen one Air Bud movie in my life.
No seventh inning fetch?
No.
Seventh inning. And how many Air Bud movies are you looking at on that list there, Jeff?
At least 6 or 7.
That's crazy.
I'm taking that.
What, how many Air Bud movies are?
No, I'm laying the 220 that they score 40 in the first half.
Yeah, there's like 9 minutes left.
Yeah, and they have 25. That line.
That's actually a bet?
That line should be fucking minus 1,000 that they score 40 in the first half.
What's the total right now? Live total?
153.5. Their team total. Their team total is 41.5. So I could take them that they're going to score 40 at minus 220 or 42 at even money. I'm taking them over 41.5 team total, obviously, at even money. Why would I lay 220 for 2 points? They're not going to score 17 in the next 8 and change.
Yeah.
Is that the type of line that's available on 5 dimes?
I don't know, but it's available at 365.
Bovada has them sometime, but never all the cool exotic.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure 5 dimes you could probably bet their live team total, can't you?
Let me see.
Yeah, usually. One thing I like about their live betting, you can't see the whole board like you can on Bovada's, but they'll give you a bunch of different options. So rather than just have to lay in like minus 115, you can lay an extra point and get the good juice. For the Gonzaga team total, Aaron?
The Gonzaga live first half spread
over 39.5 at minus 130. That's what I'm taking. Because it just dropped again. That's official. Over 39.5 minus 130. They have 25. They need 14 points in 7 minutes.
What book is that on?
Bet 365.
I don't have that.
I mean, it's the Zags. They're not going to score 2 points a minute.
Let's see.
Now it's 38.5. It won't let me get the bet in.
Gonzaga's team total is 82.5.
This total is dropping so fast that it won't let me. It won't accept the bet.
Uh-oh.
38.5 at minus 130. Are you going to accept it, you mutt? 37.5. What the fuck?
I don't think they want you to bet that. The Dons keep scoring, dude.
I took the over 151.5 live.
Be right back, gentlemen.
Yo, and
151. Yes.
did you like Alice in Chains?
Yeah. Of course I did. I still do. Jay didn't know they were still a band.
Yeah, they got that new guy.
Yeah, I had to explain to Jay. He's like, what? They got a new lead singer? I'm like, by new, you mean the guy who's been their lead singer for 14 years? I mean, he's recorded 2 albums with them in the 2010s.
All right, I got it in. Over 37.5 at minus 125. That's the official bet that they finally let me lock in.
Rocky Top Guy says it's because the Zags are throwing up bricks right now, Jay.
Yeah, well, that's good because it just got me 4 points better the number.
How much time's
Dons
left?
tied it, dude. It's 25.
How much time's left? 7 minutes. 6 minutes.
You should be able to get to 40.
37.5 I got. So all I need them to do is go over 37.5.
I can bet a first half draw at plus 800 on this.
No shot.
There's no shot that it's a first half draw.
Correct. I don't think there's.
It's only a 2-point game right now.
Shut up, dog.
Yeah, I tell them that all the time. They ignore me. What is wrong with Gonzaga here? They should be killing them if they let him get back in the game.
San Fran plays them tough.
Well, for one half. Remember that time Gonzaga blew him out of freaking water in the second half, though?
Yeah.
Hmm.
.4 minutes and 45 seconds left. They need what do they need? 38, 9 points.
I think you're going to get there. Come on,
If they don't get there, it's one of the worst shooting performances by Gonzaga in a 5 minute span all year.
Christopher Reese wants to know, big man, are you on BYU tonight?
No, I'm not. I'm not on that game. At least from the side, I'm not. I mean, if I had to play it, I would try to take St. Mary's.
St. Mary's better than Utah this year, or I mean BYU?
No.
Yeah, Fathead. I mean, if he hasn't come in now, I don't think he's going to play it. This is just the weirdest decision. And I'll tell you what, as the NBA tries to become the league that's trying to embrace gambling the most. I mean, these are the type of things that are just going to push people away from the product because,
Why they're not playing Middleton?
Yeah, so now they're not playing Middleton. They didn't announce it pregame. They just announced their starting lineup half hour before the game with, none of their usual starters. And they just appear to be just, tanking on the game, which is fine. But if you're going to do that, why don't you really set in the morning, So, I mean, they're going to have to get more progressive with these lineups. The NFL, they don't say it explicitly, but what's the point of an injury report, right? It's for the gamblers, right? I mean, what are the reasons the fans need to know who practiced on Wednesday?
Yeah, it's pathetic they don't tell people.
Yeah. So,
anything live you looking at for the NBA?
No, I mean, I'm completely thrown off by that Milwaukee game. We're already in on the Toronto game. It's actually 8 points lower than the total close, so that's interesting. The Bucks are 7 points higher than the total close, and the Charlotte is 20 points higher. But with only 4 minutes left, that number seems about right. I think it's a coin flip at that point. All the numbers on the Charlotte board are pretty much coin flips. So
I got the Hornets +5.
Yeah, did you see that? And they're down by 9 right now. I mean, you still got a chance, but I think it's going to come right down to the end. Yeah, DFS is even worse, right? Because so let's say you take the Bucks +6, Neeraj, right? Well, you could still cover the +6, but if you took Middleton, your lineup's dead. You know what I mean? It's just it just makes it not fun, and then people wonder why everyone clamors for the NFL. Well, this is why. It's just a little bit of respect for the fans and understanding of your fan base, right? Because ESPN doesn't care about the regular season. The only people who care about regular season are the gamblers.
Yeah, I mean, can't argue with that.
No, even listen to NBA podcasts, right? Unless it's like a gambling-based podcast, they barely even talk about like the games. It's always about who's going to go where and, Kyrie Irving drama and Kevin Durant said this about Kendrick Perkins and, Giannis hates Harden and just a bunch of soap opera stuff. They don't actually break down why, what's going on in the games, what the type of plays are running,
Yeah, it is amazing to me when I started getting more and more into breaking down the games to bet them and all this stuff. It was, I'm like, no wonder the guys who are on ESPN and they give out picks or whatever, and they're not the gamblers. They just they got that dude who'll give out plays before the spread on. I mean, he's been on there for several years on, that college game day and all that. And you're like, wow, no wonder they all suck because literally these guys just don't know how to break down games, break down teams.
Northeastern is up 16 at the half, and they're about -1.5 in the second half. Do you expect the same thing? Do they just continue to pour it on?
They're up 16. Yeah, I mean, Elon can't fucking score. I should have bet Northeastern. I had a feeling Elon would get fucking crushed in the second.
Yeah, I mean, I almost want to take a -1.5 in the second half. The live line is 17.5, and they're up.
They should win by 20. I haven't really watched that game though.
It said the Zags missed 2 free throws, missed a dunk, and a bad pass out of bounds.
They're doing everything they can to not hit this team total.
Yeah, you look like an underdog to hit right now. You want me to be honest with you?
St. Mary's BYU full game over. That's what Jeff's on. Yeah. I'm going to try to get the number he got, though. Hopefully they start slow and I can grab it over 145.
I hope they don't start slow.
North Dakota up 6 on Fort Wayne.
Good. Anthony and I bet that. We faded that guy.
Yeah, I bet it. I bet it with you guys.
All right, let's go, North Dakota. I'm going to be super happy if that wins. It'll be the first time I bet something for spite on the show. I'd be like, man, I'm going to ride with Jeff on this. Fuck that guy.
Love it.
Raptors down 6. Nuggets up 10.
Yeah, I'm looking at that Milwaukee line. If it gets out of control, I'll jump in on the Bucks. But I mean, this is just a weird lineup.
Dale Johnston says the screw Charlie Brown play of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, we call that play Lucy holding the football.
Rich G says that he was on North Dakota because the line was just 3 points off.
It's probably a better reason, but
Hey, Gonzaga got a few
Gosh,
points
it's all
there
the
for you,
same.
Jay. Hey, Jay, when did you finally get that total at?
37 and a half.
Oh, okay. You're looking okay then.
You're going to hit that.
Yeah. They're at about 34 now, so you just need 2 baskets. Jay, he's our man. If he can't win, no one can.
Oh, you can count. And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
What?
It's from Happy Gilmore.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was just so long since I saw that movie. That was a funny movie.
Yep.
You got a fist fight with Bob Parker. That's probably one of the most memorable things about it.
I hate that Bob Barker. You know what I don't like? You not putting the ball in the hole. You better relax, Bob.
Brad, if he doesn't play any minutes, you'll get refunded. So for the prop bettors on 5 Dimes and the offshores and stuff, you're good. For the daily fantasy guys, and someone said he's in 70% of the lineups because it's only a 3-game slate, you're just in trouble.
Jay's gonna hit. Jay just hit that 38.
There you go, Jay. Turn this week around. That's how we started off.
Yeah, buddy.
There we go.
Love it. I have the full game over.
Jay, remember that time you were like, they're going to fuck me. Wow.
When did that happen?
I don't know. I just imagined you were doing math.
Do you guys think I look like John Goodman?
No, not really.
No.
John Goodman? Why?
Is that in the chat? Is that in the chat?
No, somebody was saying that earlier.
You look like Jeff.
Okay.
Ron Lofton cashed that Zags first half over 72.
There you go, Ron.
San Fran hanging in, though. Down 6 about at the half, I think it's.
What's the score?
40-34 with 8 seconds left.
They scored 74. Sweet.
And Black Jew says you look like like Big Boy from Varsity Blues. I don't know who Big Boy from Varsity Blues is, but I don't know.
I don't know who that is either.
A couple of guys in the chat got it at 41.5.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Turns out you were the only one who couldn't get it, and it went down.
No, there are other people that cashed in.
Yeah, Connor, Rocky Top, and RKE all had it at 41.5.
That blows. Sorry, guys. I would have had it with you if it would have took my bet.
Hey, did you see the Hornets spread?
Yeah, you're down by 2 right now. I got that game on. I don't even know why, but because we're not betting anymore. But it's actually been a fun game. It's down by 2. I think the Hawks have the ball though, so we need a couple of defensive stops here from the Hornets. Brad Hansen, I would say right now I like it over, but the thing that I'm concerned about is they're already up by 16, and you can see a real slow-paced, reserve-heavy game in the last 6 minutes. I mean, the Bucks already look like they punted on this game, so Malone has to know that. I don't think he's going to give his starters and his main guys a lot of minutes, so that would be my concern on the total. But if you made me pick a side, I'd say over. I mean, they have 50 points with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter, right? I mean, they'll probably put up 130, but that's what I'd be real wary of if I didn't jump in.
Nice job by Mike. Got it raced to 40 at plus 160. Good shit.
Yeah.
Northeastern up 19.
Connor got it live again at 38.5 though. So he probably broke even there then.
Jeff, don't look now. Look who's ahead in the Hornets game.
Yes, sir.
They just hit a 3, so that's great for covering.
Let's go.
Who's
Do
ahead?
you have 4? Do you have plus 4.5 or do you have 5?
5.
Excellent. Yeah, I saw 4.5 when we were about to fire up. So it looks like a little late money came in on Charlotte. And I mean, that kind of just goes to the old saying, right? If it's 2 terrible teams, just take the points.
Oh, come on, Charlotte. Let's go. Let's go. I need this. I took Charlotte money line.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Well, you got Biombo going to the line right now. 36
remember
seconds
what I
left.
asked you?
Yeah.
There's a reason why I asked you about it.
Okay.
About how are they ever going to take the lead here?
Yeah. And honestly, you know what? It didn't look like it because they just made their push right now. I think it was 119 to 114, and they're on a 7-0 run right now. Oh, they're not going to the line. That was a foul. They said they fouled him before he put the shot up. So it's even better, actually, because the Hornets won 10 seconds off the clock.
Barring overtime, this should hit.
Yeah. I was worried when our Cavaliers play went to overtime last night.
Yeah.
How many times have you had like the automatic cover, right? And then they go to overtime and you're like, no.
Yeah, and the way they played in the second half was just brutal.
It's 121 to 120. Hornets got a timeout.
Yeah, alley-oop. You guys Hornets just gave up an alley-oop.
So it looks like the Hornets need to are going to have the last shot.
Yep.
I kind of want to take the Zags -6 in the second half.
Kinda. Why do you kinda want to take that?
I mean, that's a 2.5 point discount off the closing line.
No, that's why I say, why do you kinda want to take it? I really want to take that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to take it -6 in the second half.
The Zags team totals 83.5 now. Ooh.
Lotus scalpers on the second half under 80.5 in that Gonzaga game.
Wow, that line just moved 1.5 points, bro. That line went from -6 to -7.5 in the second half after I hit the button. I got it in, but
It's still -6.5 at the 5 times.
7.5 now. I bet 365.
Yeah, I mean they're up 5, so yeah, it's still 6.5 on the second half at 5 times. I just put that in.
Lotus Scalper says second half play, Zach San Fran. Every possession will count. Take the under, expecting tough defense from San Fran. Their season is on the line.
Yeah, but Gonzaga is the best offense in the country. I mean, I get his opinion, but like I don't know. I mean, they also, what if Gonzaga goes up big? They're gonna have to score. So,
what did you get it at?
151.5.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm considering laying the 6.5 with them in the second half.
Yeah, I think that's a win.
Let me know if you do. I'll jump in on with you guys.
I did it already.
Okay. I'll jump on in.
I got 6 though.
Wow, mine moved to 7.5.
Coachella got canceled.
Wow.
It's being moved.
All right, Ant, are you watching this game? You got 5 seconds to go. You're up by 1. It's going to come down to a last second shot here.
I'm feeling good with my 5 here. Loving it.
Yeah, 1 point game is perfect because it'd be very
So yeah.
low
Just gotta hope for no
low
fouls.
probability of the overtime, right? It just has to be a foul shot, but they should be coached for no fouls there.
Wait, Charlotte got the basket. 122, 121.
So Lotus Scalper says Gonzaga doesn't need this game. They're in the tourney regardless. Keep that in mind. I mean, with these kids, right? I mean, they're super competitive, though, right? I mean, like if we were just playing ping pong, they would try.
Yeah, but
hardest, right?
won't they lose the number 1 seed if they don't win their conference tournament?
I'm just being really honest. That is a brutal take. Brutal.
Won't they lose the number 1 seed, Jeff? Though, if they don't win their conference tournament?
Yes, and second of all, conference tournament's a big deal, man. I mean, for that conference, it's a big deal. I mean, I don't. That commenter probably is a smart guy, but that's a bad take.
They're -480 on the second half money line. There's just no way they lose this game. There's no way they lose this game or win it by 4.
Are you trying to lay a -400?
I'm not going to do it, but I should do it because that's a winner.
Bet $10 on it.
To win.
To win what? 250?
Yeah.
That's like what? The DoorDash fee? Like, come on.
Not even.
See, I never even use that.
DoorDash charges like $5 usually.
Yeah, Anthony got me on that Dash Pass, bro.
Oh, the $9.99, yeah.
Yeah, it's totally worth it.
The Hornets really foul with a minute or with 1.8 seconds left. Oh, you missed it. Overtime.
You got to be kidding me.
Is that true?
Yes. They foul Trae Young. He goes to the line. It goes 1 and 2. Unbelievable.
But it's going overtime.
Absolute worst case scenario.
I mean, what the fuck, man? Fuck!
I love Jeff's emotion, bro.
Well, I mean, because it's like
Did he have
I mean,
the
it's
under?
stupid by Charlotte to even foul. I mean, you just let it play out. I mean, the last thing you want to do there is foul. I mean, it's easy coaching, right? I'm not an NBA coach. I can coach that.
Yeah, that's fucking brutal. When you
I'm
have
sure the coach even told him too.
when you have a game that's just a guaranteed right call at +5, and now you got to sweat out overtime. Now you know. Now you know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's just fucking brutal.
Charlotte wins because I took their money line.
Oh, you didn't take the points.
No, I bet the money line like +170 in game.
Yeah, fucking here comes Ant's big ass to swoop in and win the day.
What? I mean, if I would, you guys are getting 5.5. I got the money line. I need them to win the game. I was very, very much hoping they would not get those free throws.
Jeff is cursed.
No, but it's just like that because you know what? I mean, everyone would think that too. Because when I was working still, I talked to them at work, and I would only talk about the games I lost, right? Because every bet you place, you expect to win. Otherwise, you wouldn't place the bet. So after a while, I had to tell them like, no, guys, I am just up a lot. But you get mad when you lose, So those are the ones you end up
actually
complaining about at work the next day.
I've been known to make plenty of bets that I expect are going to lose.
Really?
No, he's fucking with you.
No, actually, no, it's true.
No, I mean this is Ant. Like I believe him. Explain.
No, it's when you take like a plus
800.
No, like a +250.
Yeah.
In baseball, I'm like the team's +250 for a reason, but I'm like, well, if my numbers say they should win the game,
they have a chance, right? I mean,
No,
I do understand your point, right? It's a value play, right? I do that in tennis too, because when they get the +400, +500, right? I mean,
yeah, like if you think a team if your numbers has the team has a 40% chance to win and you're getting like +220, then you bet it. Like you're expecting it to lose 60% of the time, but if you win 40% of the time +220, you're buying a house. So
right, yeah.
That's the point. So yeah, there's plenty of times like when you're taking a dog at like over +200, yeah, you expect that play's going to lose more than 50% of the time, but you expect enough that's going to.
I love the whole Jeff has a fake girlfriend moniker. That's a good
Martin he rips everybody.
No, but like I've heard that before from other people. It's like, yeah, the same girl for 16 months. I've literally paid her the entire time to hang out with me. She's met my family, my grandma, but yeah, it's all fake. Maybe she just doesn't like me. She's been with me that long.
That sounds expensive. Paid her for 16 straight months.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's hard for a lot of losers to realize that, like, other guys that maybe, they don't think can get a girl do. Must suck. I
Coco
feel so
Bongo.
alone.
What's up, Coco Bongo?
He's hitting the tequila. He's not messing around on a Monday night. Wow.
I feel so alone. Girl.
So Rich G's on the opposite side of Lotus for the second half. He took the over.
Yeah.
So we have some disagreement in the chat about the way to attack that game.
What's the score of the North Dakota game? It's only been off for like 15 minutes, I guess. I guess I could just stop you lazy looking up myself.
It
The
is
Hornets better fucking win or cover.
23-11.
Beautiful.
North Dakota winning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's giving me a spicy hot boner.
Feeling good. It's going to be North Dakota State, right?
I mean, it should. Did I take the Raptors +5? I can't remember. Let me look this up. Oh. Richie says that she.
Ernesto said, Jeff, let's focus. Green, Green Bay against North Dakota and Northern Kentucky, I mean.
I love it. Let's
Coco
focus.
Bongo says he wishes he had a fake girlfriend because it's less expensive than a real one.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, that's definitely one of the better things about not being married anymore.
Isn't like though your ex-wife even more expensive now than she was when you married her?
No, she's not. And I rationalize that in my head, though, because she has my daughter, so I don't really mind.
Oh, okay.
Even though everybody tells me I should mind, but I don't.
But you should mind that you're an ATM.
Yeah.
DA, why would you think it's rigged if the Raptors won? I'm just curious. Like who's rigging this and for what? Like the Raptors won the NBA Finals last year. It's not like this is a terrible team. They perform well in back-to-backs. And then just think, if I say you're the coach of the Jazz and I say, with that lineup, how do you stop Siakam, right? Joe Ingles, Bojan Bogdanovic. I mean, they're just terrible matchups. So Gobert has to double them. I mean, I'm just surprised that it's the idea that a team that's second place in the East could lose a road game to an up and down team means it's rigged. It's just really weird.
We're at 129 in overtime with a minute 29 left, guys.
Yeah, I got to use the bathroom, but I'm going to sweat out the end of this one before I do.
We need the Hornets to win this game here. That'd be pretty dope.
OG Johnson's asked me if I think the Kings get the 8th seed. No, I think the Pelicans do. They have the easiest schedule of the remaining teams, and they're playing pretty well. If they can even play like some semblance of defense, they should get it.
You know the weirdest thing about having a kid, man, is that you would literally do. It's just like one day you don't give a fuck about people, and like the next day you would just literally do anything for that person. Like I'd stab my grandmother in the throat if it meant that my daughter like lived a long, healthy life. Like it's just crazy. It's crazy, really is.
Don't stab your grandma.
I mean, I'd rather not. I love my grandma. But if it was her or my daughter, it's her. I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah, I mean, your grandma though probably makes a better penny vodka.
100%. Raptors up 6 right now. Milwaukee hanging tough though.
I mean, are we gonna get another overtime in this Hawks game? Fuck.
Don't say that. I don't want to sweat out any longer. I just want the Hornets.
Yeah, because I'm holding off my bathroom trip to watch this. You're up 131, 129 with a minute to go. Bismack Biyombo just threw down a dunk, but boy, they're having problems covering Trae Young. This is going to go right down to the wire.
All right, just give up a 3 then. I'm good with that.
Wow, John Collins just grabbed a couple boards inside and tied up the game.
Just someone win.
Viral video. Should I make a J size bet on Gonzaga money line? Wow, they're down. They're up 1. Look at San Fran's a motherfucker for this team. Can't lay 14. Can't wait. You can't lay 1,400 in a 3-point game.
Yeah, I got some trivia. You guys want some trivia?
Yeah, let's do it.
What movie is this from? I need your help. I can't tell you what it is, and you can never ask me about it again later. and we're gonna hurt some people.
The Town.
Good call. What does he say? What does he say after that?
Which car are we taking?
Good call.
You remember that line from The Town, huh?
It's a great movie, man.
It is. I mean, I watched the movie.
It's actually a pretty I would probably remember that the most from that movie, just because it's a real good scene. But
Jeremy Renner's "Don't Give a Fucks" is just so good in that movie.
Oh, the Hornets are going to have the ball. 3.8 seconds left, guys. Full timeout.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep,
Let's get this final shot. Come on, Hornets.
Are you watching? Did you see that ball that Trae Young threw up there, bounce a couple times, almost like the end of the Raptors game last year against the Sixers, and then it doesn't go in?
No, I've got the game cast on right now.
Oh, okay.
Updated game cast on ESPN.
Jeff, you have any interest in seeing that new Affleck movie with him as like a drunken basketball coach?
Yeah, I do. I actually do want to see that.
Yeah, I think I want to see it too.
I got to be honest. I was watching Goodfellas last night. I haven't seen that movie in forever. It's on fucking Netflix.
Hold on. Collins is 11 for 11.
Yeah, isn't that ridiculous? A lot of them are dunks, though, but still.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, is he just getting inside and dunking the whole time? Like, holy crap.
Yeah. Because he's quicker than Biombo, so instead of going for, like, traditional post position, they're using a lot of, like, rolls and have him just cut to the hoop, and then he's just doing a lot of catch and dunk, catch and layup.
Oh, is that movie out already? Hook 'em? You saw that movie?
Come on, Hornets. Let's go. How long is this timeout going to be? Is the game over?
They're inbounding right now.
Did they win?
No, I think it's a foul off ball because they had one to give.
Jesus Christ. And another timeout. Fuck me running.
Ronnie Lofton saw the Affleck basketball movie today. My guy.
Why do you need to take another full timeout after that inbound? I mean, really?
Just because you have it, so.
Bullshit. See, this is why everyone hates how basketball at the end of the game always takes like forever.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel so alone, good enough for being
Rich G says San Fran Center now has 4 fouls. Not good for them. Gonzaga is going to eat them up in the paint.
Yeah, that Jimbo Lowell guy, yeah.
Tilly not playing?
He's playing. Khrushchev is better.
Toronto's up 6 at the half, guys. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Let's just middle this Toronto game, huh?
Zach's second half money line is down to minus 300.
What?
I'm trying to figure out because I have no sound on if they call it a foul or not. And from the looks of it, the benches don't know either what's going on. They're going to review it. Wow.
It says personal foul on the ESPN ticker.
Yes, I don't know if that's a challenge or what's going on, but it's getting reviewed. Connor Butler asked me how I feel about the tennis tournament getting canceled. I mean,
It hurts your feelings. I know that, right?
I kind of understand. I mean, it's just
Favorite Alice in Chains song is what? Yeah.
Yours?
What's yours, Jeff?
Wow. I mean, they had so many great songs. Probably my top 5 would be No Excuses,
Nutshell for me, my favorite by
Angry
mine.
Chair, Wood, So Far Away, and probably Man in a Box.
I love Nutshell.
Yeah, it's good too.
I'm a big Rooster fan.
Rooster, yeah.
That's a great song.
I mean, they had so many great tracks, man.
Jay, is that an original Monster or is that like a different flavor?
It's an original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rooster's my favorite, but every song you guys mentioned too. Come on, South band. I mean,
Yeah, they were, I mean, incredibly underrated.
Are you guys on any Champions League bets for tomorrow?
I didn't even look at it.
yeah, I've been so busy this week. I haven't even looked at Champions League. I looked at it earlier. It's the second leg, so it's kind of hard to break it down. There's other things you got to think about. I know I'm rooting for Leipzig and Liverpool because I got both of them to win. I took Leipzig at like 30-1 to win Champions League, and obviously Liverpool at like 5-1.
Italian games are canceled, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, first they were going no crowd, and now I think they just canceled them all together. But I think of Europe, that's where the worst outbreak is.
I was
And,
really looking forward to that Indian Wells tournament spread.
Oh, I was too. I mean, it threw us all for
Italy-
a loop. You know, as we're all getting ready.
Italy has the worst outbreak outside of China.
Yeah, and then France also. Roland Garros is in jeopardy because I think France just passed a law that, or not a law, but an emergency decree or whatever, that you're not supposed to have a gathering with more than 5,000 people in France right now. So
I heard China though, they're starting to get back to like regular life.
Right, because they did the proper steps to prevent it, right? And now there's no more outbreaks.
They have more recovered people than people that have it.
If I had a horse, what am I naming it? Come on, Judy.
I'm naming mine Pony Soprano.
Mike the Situation for me. Pony Soprano. That's actually good.
I gotta ask my
I also might name it Babano.
I gotta ask my mom and my grandparents. They owned horses. Some of the names of their horses.
I mean, usually it's off the the pedigree of the horse. So like
they had a couple Hanover horses at the Meadowlands.
Nice.
But it was like whatever the name was, Hanover. Rich G said
they overturned the fucking foul call.
That's a great game. Second overtime? Come on, bro.
Yeah, they overturned the foul call that was going to give Charlotte a foul shot with no time left.
Wow. The Zags line is down to 6.5 on the game. San Francisco, a bunch of scrappy kids said, fuck this number one team in the country.
On that foul call overturned, I mean, to be fair, the guy just drew contact and fell. Like it wasn't egregious. Like I know we would be better for our bets, but I mean, it's not like some horrible call.
All right, Jay. I made my appearance.
Yeah, I'm
I gotta
happy you
get off
did.
here.
Good to see you, Ant. Get
Yeah,
that-
nice talking to you, Ant.
get all your baseball shit ready to go because we're gonna hit it hard.
Yeah, we are. Let me know if you need me to make a cameo again before we go back to our channel.
Bro, you could come on whenever you feel like hanging out. I'll send you the invite. If you feel like hanging out, hang out. If you
Hey,
want to
Blackjack.
work, on baseball, then work on baseball.
All right.
How's Texas?
All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right, bud.
Later, Ant.
So Ant's still alive, still part of the team.
Yeah.
Just concentrating.
He
on
didn't miss us,
baseball.
though.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah, how did he not miss us, man? It's ridiculous.
Goddamn Anthony. Zags minus 550 right now on the money line.
And how much are they up by?
2. San Fran has the ball.
Raptors are tipping off for the third quarter, up by 6. So let's hope they have it. They keep going. So OG Anunoby, however you say his name, is back in the game, but I don't think Powell's coming back.
What's
So
going
now
on?
now they're trying Roast O'Neal on Siakam. I barely had it on because number one, it's kind of weird and not interesting because of the people missing, and 2, my plan was to watch the end of the Hornets game and flip over, halfway through the first quarter. But now that we're in double overtime, I haven't switched it yet.
Yeah, we're gonna call it a night early. Stay on for a few more minutes, and that's it.
Yeah, not a lot for me here, but hopefully, we did give out the Raptors as an official play. Hopefully that one comes in, and then, like I said, with this Bucks team, I mean, if you guys can handicap it, and you have looks, more power to you. But I just think it's tough to handicap a bunch of players that I really haven't watched play so far. So don't feel good giving those out as plays.
So now, will there be any? There will be no like ATP tour or WTA tour like overseas this week, right?
So let me see. There's some weird tournaments. So there's a challenger in Phoenix next week that like a lot of the players that like lose early will go over and play the challenger just to keep in playing shape because it's real close. It'd be interesting to see if that goes off. There's one tournament, I think, in Cairo, but it's really low level. I don't think the players would get over to get that. But no, I mean, honestly, it's completely up in the air as far as how the players are going to react. Will they take a vacation? Are they going to try and play some of these smaller tournaments that usually they don't play? I'll keep you updated as I find out, but it's all just a huge unknown. I mean, I can't remember. I've been watching since I was a kid, and I can't remember a tournament just being outright canceled like this before. But like I said, I mean, we are dealing with the unknown, and it is one of those better safe than sorry things, in my opinion. I mean, it sucks for us as fans, and sucks for the local economy down there too. But if it saves 100 or 200 lives or whatever it could possibly save, then they made the right decision. And if it doesn't, then we missed a tournament. Oh well,
Yeah. All right, boys, we're gonna call it a night. Tomorrow, SBR has the poker tournament.
Yeah, good luck, Jay. I'll be rooting you on.
Yeah, I'll be a part of it. I think that it's going to get broadcast on the channel. and then we'll be back at it on Thursday.
So you're gonna be playing with a webcam on?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll definitely check it out then. As I'm like live betting a bunch of games, maybe I'll throw some live bets in the chat.
I think we're all going to be on the webcam, whoever is a part of it from SBR.
Cool.
And then Thursday, we'll be back at it like normal.
Okay.
We'll have conference tournaments this week, later in the week, obviously NBA. Saturday, we have a UFC fight night. I got to make the schedule for the week tonight. And that's it. Sunday, we'll probably have NASCAR race, college basketball, NBA, and away we go. So we will I'll see you guys tomorrow night, anybody that's watching the poker tournament, and then you'll see Spread and the boys back on Thursday night. So we will see you guys then. All right.
Jay, real quick before we sign off, is there any plans to do some individual content that they should be looking out for? Do you think we'll squeeze in a video with me and Tyler?
I'm not
before
sure.
then?
I'm not sure. I have to talk to our guy. And
so then what I would tell everyone in the chat is that the videos have been coming out hot and they've been doing well results wise, which is even better than us, sounding good and talking cool. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. There's little 5-minute videos, and give out 3 or 4 plays real quick. Just get some plays. You get the reasons behind them, and that could be coming out before we're back.
There's a chance that we'll do some videos on the Sportsbook channel. There's a chance we won't. Not sure. But anyway, even if we don't subscribe to the channel, obviously get ready for when we make the move over. And that's that. We will see you guys on Thursday. We're out. Back after this.